Recap: Claudia died.
Mm.
That is the only thing that happened, the whole session.
Let's go.
Other stuff also happened.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next session of The Lodge at Endsmeet. Last time was an interesting session that suddenly ended with tragedy. So, would one of our players like to recap for an inspiration point?
Anyone else want to volunteer? Or are we all looking at me? Okay.
They're pointing to the void, but I assume they mean you.
Where is she?
Nope.
I love it.
There it is.
She's
Got
pointing
it
in every
then.
direction.
Still,
Okay.
that's me. I'm not doing it. Anyway, Emily, go ahead.
Okay. So it was an eventful session. We solved a puzzle. The first thing that we did, we were kind of on our way to kind of deal with the situation with Baron Verity Noark. And we spent the first like 20 minutes or so sort of just debating like what is our angle of approach, what are we going to do first, are we going to be stealthy, are we going to be honest, are we going to just like go up there and say hello. And we ultimately decided yes to honesty, but first, instead of going directly to the Baron, we're going to talk to the people at the bookbinders first. And so we went to the bookbinders across the street, and Ori had locate object prepared, which is probably going to be very useful later, but not right now because I think it's been used and it's not in range. That was like one thing that they had established, but once we get closer it will be useful. We talked to Master Bookbinder Faulkner, who is a gnome, and we were gonna talk to him, and then Artie had this like, insane perception check followed by insane investigation, and like basically like heard that something in the machine was off, and ran to fix it. And the bookbinders were like, "Hey, what? No!" And Tess was like, "It's okay, he's a genius." And then she failed her persuasion check, so everyone was very worried for a minute. Well, not everyone, but like the gnomes, all the bookbinders were worried. But they needn't have been, because obviously Artie fixed it immediately like a genius, and was appropriately called a genius by one of the bookbinders, with amending, like with a really high spell check, and some like cool investigative skills. He figured out that there were these little like pads that weren't there in the machine that were kind of, making the machine make strange noises and stop. So he fixed the machine, which gave us kind of an in with the bookbinders. And they told us, the bookbinder Faulkner basically like told us a little bit about Norak, confirmed that his mind is, quote, not a steel trap. And he had let us know about this new fledgling that had gone to the Baron to request to be sire but disappeared, and the book vanished around the same time, so we had like a lead. He also told us that there was a rumor of a camp of vampire hunters that was now hanging outside the city, and I think he called them the Plunge. And like Lord Ashtari, like apparently doesn't seem to think that they're like too harmful. Like they're just like not that big of a deal, and not that big of a threat. So no one had really done anything necessarily about them yet. He also asked us to put in a good word with Achatari to sort of like smooth over that relationship, since things were a little tense right now. We went to the Baron's house. We got through the guard with the half-orc guard, and then met Buster, the dog, whom Claudia and Belen immediately just like hung out with. And Claudia cast her first spell. She cast Animal Friendship kind of by accident, even though the dog already
The
wanted
dog that
to
already wanted to be my friend.
which was just a deeply
Perfect.
Claudia move. Very cute, very cute. Ori also brilliantly cast See Invisibility because Triumph had been scrying on us at the bookbinder, and she kind of wanted to see his scrying orb, which unfortunately she didn't, but she did see an invisible woman with red hair that we learned later was the Baron's bodyguard. So that was extremely cool. And she like kind of told Cal about it, but like half of us just didn't know about it until, she mentioned it later. The Baron introduced himself. We learned kind of from overhearing that like the process of creating a vampire is about, the fledgling dies temporarily. Like all the vampire drinks all the fledgling's blood. The fledgling dies temporarily and then slowly comes back over the course of potentially a week, and then drinks the blood of the sire, and then they wake up and consume a criminal. So that's terrifying. Um, and last time, so the first thing that we learned was that the last time the Baron pulled this book down, um, it was because of this particular friendship, this particular fledgling, Joseph Crate or Crite,
Crite.
Great.
Crite.
Crouton.
And he kind of looked unkempt, but he seemed like really serious about being a kindred, and like wanted to know about the book. And the Baron like has a soft spot for people that are curious, so he brought the book. Like he went to the vault with him. He has a clear memory of taking the book down and then putting the book back. And so Claudia and Artie and Buster went to investigate the vault with the Baron. The vault only opens to the Baron's blood. Uh, no magic can penetrate it short of like a god. So like Artie saw this like dagger that seemed like it was still magical, but it was a legendary item. Marcella's diplomacy, which LOL. Um, also, foreshadowing. There was a moment where I was like, "Hey Echo, do I feel the death word that I put on Claudia drop?" And Echo was like, "Yeah, you feel it deaden," and like Tess kind of tensed up, and then
Foreshadowing.
and then Penn said, "Haha, better not die in this room." Lol, stop.
I'm psychic.
Yeah. And so Artie then like kind of indelicately, like before we even got to this, was sort of like, do you think like maybe your memory was manipulated to bamboozle you? And that he didn't do well on his perception, on his persuasion. The Baron didn't take it super well, so we dropped that lead for a minute. Claudia also sniffed around, and the Baron smelled like cherry liqueur, but not burnt blood. Interestingly, she also sniffed that there was a guard, and that's how we kind of found out about the guard, unless we were Ori and were brilliant. Um, so we kind of puzzled over this for the next bit of the session, like various kind of ideas, like how do we get out of the vault if it's magical? Like, are we sure that it's Crate? Could it have been a duplicate? Like all these different ideas. Like would it have been a thieves guild? But we kind of figured that the thieves wouldn't actually fuck with the vampire's holy book. We learned a little bit more about Crate and the fact that he apparently signed a contract to become a fledgling, and the contract essentially means that you're promising your last heartbeat to the vampire that you sign it to, and like the contract kind of will come for you eventually. I think it's 1 month of your life uh, per year that you've been alive. Like you can kind of outrun the contract for that long, and if like after that amount of time you're teleported to the vampire to sort of like give what you owe. So like on one hand, the Baron that can live forever like doesn't have to really be super worried about this particular thing, but if this guy made off with the book, then that's more serious. So Valen looked over the contract for loopholes but didn't find any. Claudia smelled the like truth quill that you sign your name with, and tried to write her name as Blaudia and couldn't, which was cute. And smelled some regular magic, which is presumably the magic that is put on the quill, but then also something more tangy that seemed to like sense like a divine kind of magic that was perhaps from the last person that held the quill. Um, and finally, Velen was like, "All right, well, I'm just gonna ask the dog what happened." Um, and so she had a great conversation with Buster, where we found out where Buster nat 20 to remember like what happened, and was like, "Oh yeah, there was this rude guy that wouldn't greet me and shooed me, and he smelled like dirt and grease and sweat." And he put, like Master got the book out. He wanted the book from Master, and he like Master didn't go back in the vault. He just like gave him the book. And so Velen was like, it's probably a modified memory spell, but because she's a bard and was really smooth about it, the Varian believed her and was embarrassed, and like asked us to keep it discreet, like what happened, because he didn't want to look incompetent, even though like kind of all evidence around us kind of points to some
But he's such a
incompetence.
nice guy.
He's a nice, yeah, he means well and whatever. So he
Whatever.
just
Whatever.
And whatever. Yeah,
well, I
sure.
mean, like, I don't know, man. He seems
It's
like
fine.
You're not
he's
wrong.
yeah.
He doesn't seem like a terribly serious person.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a terribly serious person. Like, maybe don't give this guy the book again. He seems fine, but don't give him the
He
book again. He
tries.
tried.
Maybe he has
Um,
ADHD.
I get it.
Don't give
so
me
the
the book
Baron,
either.
the one of the important parts here is that the Baron promised us, like Ashatari promised us a reward if we can return the book, but the Baron also promised us a reward if we could save his pride and bring the book back. So now we're kind of like 2 rewards for 1 book. The Baron made us an image of Joseph Crite, which Artie used magical tinkering to basically take a screenshot of, and Velen also did an excellent drawing of. So now we have two
Her
pictures.
police sketch.
Yeah. Claudia kind of like, we reported to Reverie and her crew. Claudia kind of told us about the quill sniff, which kind of made Tess go back and forth like, are you sure it wasn't like, are you sure it was divine magic? And she was like, wow, the only kind of divine caster that I know of that can cast that spell is the same kind of cleric that I am, so that's interesting. um we talked about we kind of talked about like which gods that might have a particular problem with vampires, and it seemed like Melisandre, the goddess of life, might be the one that kind of might have the most to do with that. um Triumph and Tess scried on Krite with the pictures that we had, and we found this like vampire hunter camp where we kind of scried on them at this vampire hunter camp. There was a bunch of people there. There was like probably at least 20 of them. They're all kitted out in leathers and like had crossbows, and they looked very scary, in terms of vampires, like scary vampire hunters. Krite was also talking to someone in like a ton of gear, had this like enormous modified ballista kind of crossbow. Um, and Triumph identified him as Killian North, a very dangerous kind of member of this like plunge group. And so like it was pretty clear by then that like, okay, these vampire hunters are a threat. But there are a lot of them. Oh, and we saw North had a red and black book beneath his coat, which presumably is the book that we're looking for. Which that's like a lot of people. That's like a lot of people for us to just take on, even with backup. So we had this idea that perhaps because well, I think this might have been Triumph's idea. I can't remember if it was Triumph or Reverie, but basically the
Reverie?
idea, I think I
It
can't
was
remember.
Triumph.
It was Triumph. Okay, it was Triumph. But so he basically had this idea of like, well, Claudia, you have these Venatori vampires on your tail anyway. You could go and kind of infiltrate them, and seek their protection. And like, hey, maybe if you go around with them enough, like you're outside the city, the Venatori will actually attack you, and then you'll have protection and kill two birds with one stone. And then maybe sneak off with the book. Um, and so that was a potential idea. It would involve a lot of lying, which might get us into trouble. But that's like that was an interesting lead that we were going to maybe follow. The problem was that like we're talking about this, but Ori was sort of like, hey, hold up, I can't really hang with a bunch of vampire hunters for a while, even for a lark, because I have an appointment at the Scroll Keepers Guild. At which point she was like, hey, Triumph, can you look at this item for me? And seemed kind of predictably cagey about it in the way that she has been. And we kind of basically decided to sort of stop the conversation there to like go back to the whiskey dip and kind of reconvene, which was supposed to be just like a chill, fun time where we have some downtime. But instead of that, uh, Ori, we ended up kind of all being in the same room, to sort of see what happened with
At no
this.
one's insistence.
At no one's insistence at all, Pen. We ended up all being in this room to sort of see this artifact while Triumph inspected it. And so the artifact is basically like, it's like a blood. It's a vial with red liquid in it that maybe used to be part of an amulet, but it seems like it's not actually part of an amulet anymore. There's no chain. I think it's just a blood. It's just a vial. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, Frog.
Sure.
But that's I think that's what it was in
Sure.
the that's how it was described. And so Ori said that she couldn't identify it. She's pretty sure it's cursed. Triumph says like comments that there's a dark history, and holds the vial up to the light. Oh, Ori also was
Killing
like,
me
it's
instantly.
maybe it's a Bloodwell vial. It's unclear. So Ori, Triumph holds it up to the light, and as soon as he does, we had a I think it was Frog had to roll a d5. It landed on 2, so Claudia had to make a charisma save, which she spectacularly failed. The bubbles in the
What's the
vial
last roll?
hypnotized her, and kind of transported her back to the worst day of her life. Like she's in the forest, Lilibel is like dead in our arms, and then she can't find Jericho anywhere. And then she dropped to the floor with 0 hit points, presumably dead. Um, it happened to be the day that Tess cast Death Ward on her, but Death Ward didn't work. She was just dead. And that's where we left off.
That is where we left off. Well done. Nice recap. You've earned an
Yeah.
inspiration point. And so, I pull you to the Malachor map.
Triumph killed me, guys. Bet.
As you stand in this room, well, Claudia, you're still in that moment. You're in the forest. It's terrifying because you know what happens next. You remember it. It's not as though you're reliving it without those memories. You are looking back upon it, except everything is a little different. The colors of the forest, even though it was night at the time, they were gray and blue and washed out. Now, you're looking through eyes that see everything as gray and red. Everything around you is tinged as though you're looking through a filter of crimson. And the scarlet paint with which you're looking through seems to wash away. And you find yourself unable to move. You look around below you. Below you, you see a marble stone floor, and it is spattered with red. You smell blood. It is overpowering. You can smell nothing else but fresh, hot blood. You try and turn, and as you move your head slightly, you see pillars within this room. The pillars appear to be made of stone, maybe shale, slate. It's kind of a grayish stone with lanterns mounted upon it. Emily, you're hot micing.
Shoot. Sorry.
The pillars drip with blood. And as you try and twist and move, you find your muscles have no strength. And you hear behind you, "What have I found today?" Back in the tavern's room, Claudia is prone on the ground. She is not breathing. Triumph has the vial up in the air, and he's looking down, and he says, "What do you do?"
What just happened?
Did she just like fall?
She just fell flat on her back. To all of you, it looked as though she was just looking up at it, gasped slightly, and then fell.
Claudia? Claudia?
Kid.
Claudia, get up.
She's not breathing.
Artie's
Tess.
gonna get down and kind of put his head on her chest. Can like no breathing, no nothing.
Roll a
Tess,
medicine
is
check.
Oh, shit.
Ori tries to grab the thing
21.
from Triumph, like with the bag she uses to carry it.
As you reach for it, he's holding it in his hand, and he looks at you and he says, "Wait, we need to understand what this was."
I understand that our friend is on the ground.
Tess has a diamond, like, out. Like, I... What do you mean, wait?
21.
We don't know why this did what it did. We need to know why.
I can't bring her back after a minute.
Triumph looks at you, and he just says, "Try." And then he will hold the vial out to you, Ori.
Takes it.
Tess will cast Revivify.
Okay. You...
Or,
What?
unless, did try mean wait? Did he mean, by wait, did he mean try? Or did he mean...
When you said you only have a minute, he holds the vial out to Ori and looks at you and says, "Try." What does Revivify look like from Tess?
I think so. She holds the diamond out, and the three eye symbol on her holy symbol uh, glows in that prismatic way that it does, and it filters through the diamond. So it's just a wash. It's like a prism through the diamond, and it's a wash of color. And within the diamond, there's kind of like a projection of Claudia alive. Um, and the magic kind of travels through the diamond in that kind of wash of Jamino light straight into her.
As the prismatic colors of Jamino soak into the body of Claudia, it lasts 15, 20 seconds. And then you hear, as the colors seem to dissipate, and Claudia's color returns back to what it was before you cast the spell, you hear in your mind, "Darling, there is no soul for me to reach."
No. What do you mean?
She's
What are you talking
not
about?
in there. And you watch as the diamond crumbles to ash.
Jamina says she's not in there.
What?
As she's doing that, I'm doing the medicine check. I still have like my head on her chest. I'm listening for a heartbeat. Is the body good?
The body is dead. She is dead.
Okay,
Okay.
guys. There's no heartbeat.
There's no soul either.
There's nothing.
The soul must be in there.
Ori looks at the amulet, the vial, and kind of looks at Triumph. She's like, "Do you think?"
Pour it in her mouth.
No.
Put her back. Put her
No.
back in there.
We don't know that.
If she's in there, she has to go back in there. Sorry.
Sorry.
Cal?
Do we do,
No.
do I know
Cal's
anything
next
about
to
like,
you.
soul magic? Can I
About
roll
what?
our- like
Do you know
soul
anything
magic?
about what? Soul magic?
Like
Probably
Soul.
not.
things, anything like that?
You can roll me a
It's
religion check.
Before
Yeah,
our minute is
I'm
up,
not proficient.
she is going to look between Cal and Triumph and say, "General repose? I don't have it today."
Cal says, I don't have it either. And Triumph kneels down, places 2 copper coins on Claudia's eyes. And as he waves his hand over her, you hear him mutter. Do any of you speak giant?
Do I speak giant?
Seeker, R.I.P.
Almost.
Seeker's not dead.
He's not dead.
It's almost like I can still hear him.
Okay,
Yeah.
you hear him say, "Kustaderista magus agi." And that doesn't mean anything to you. And you see Claudia, it's as though frozen in time, even the light draft coming through the floorboards stops altering her hair.
This
You
isn't
think it's
funny.
in
How
the?
do-
You think this is in the vial? She's in there?
Does it eat souls?
I don't know what it does.
I can't identify it.
No, nor could I. But if your god says she hasn't got one,
It must be in there.
It means the soul hasn't traveled to the astral plane. It means it's somewhere. Or it's destroyed. But I can't believe that.
I'm not really a believer in coincidences or things just happening randomly. Magic vial. She dies. Soul's not there. It's the only thing that makes sense. That's why I'm saying pour it in her mouth.
I don't think you pour it in her mouth. I don't think that's how you extract a soul from anything.
Blood
I don't know
magic is not
anything
my
about
forte, and I'm kind of freaking out, and I don't know what else to say. So I
Triumph.
just want to pour it back in there.
All right.
Do you know what to do?
Triumph is like looking at the body of Claudia that he's just gentle reposed. And as he stands up, he says, "We need to learn what that item is. We need to learn what it's capable of and what it just did to your friend."
I mean,
I
maybe
can
they.
cast Identify as a ritual, but we're
So can
pressed
I.
for time.
I already tried to identify it.
How much time do we have with that spell you just cast, Triumph?
A little over a week.
Where's the closest library that might have any information pertaining to anything like this?
Well, they might
I'll
know it's the
sit in there
Scroll
for
Keepers
days on
Guild.
end.
They requisitioned it.
That's an idea.
Let's go. Can you pull some strings? Who was that contact that you had that was out of town? Worry.
I want to try something first. I'm gonna cast Blink on myself, remembering the ghosts that I saw in the cave when we were in the scary place
Okay,
that one time.
sure.
And I want to see if I see anything on the ethereal plane.
Roll me a wisdom save.
$20.
Okay, you succeed. As you peer into the ethereal plane, you don't see anything.
That's where the fuck you just go.
She unblinks.
Why is everybody?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
But then you gotta give us a fucking warning.
I'm sorry.
Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry. I was trying to look on the ethereal plane to see if there was anything. I didn't see anything. I thought it was worth trying.
It was. Explore all avenues. I think the Scroll Keepers Guild is a good idea. I don't want to put all of our eggs in that basket, though.
What magics are your group capable of?
Wizard.
Not a lot today. You know pretty much what I can do.
I don't think any of my spells are applicable for this situation.
What do you need from me? I'll do whatever I gotta do.
How much
I mean,
Banasec do you have?
Not enough. I got about a little bit under 200 gold worth.
That is not enough.
How much do we need?
You
I'll
need
sell everything I got.
If we can, as a group, ritual cast Identify strong enough. You said you couldn't identify it before.
No, I tried.
Oh, I have it as a ritual. I could help with that.
That means it's protecting itself from being identified. If we can cast it at a higher level, we should be able to punch through whatever its defenses are. If the Scroll Keepers Guild does not prove fruitful, that might be an option.
How much Banasec do we need to cast Identify?
What do you think?
Triumph looks at the two of you, and then he looks at Artie and he says, "Can you also use the Identify spell?"
I can make a device that I can do it. It's just gonna take some time, but tomorrow I can.
With 4 of us, 400 gold worth of Banasec. And we could cast Identify at 6th level, which should be able to punch through anything.
Right.
Okay.
Velen
Let's,
starts like going through all of her spells. She doesn't have that base spell on this. She goes,
Yeah,
Well-
I could just have a device. I can get it working by tomorrow.
do you have a place where we could purchase the Banasite locally?
Triumph, takes a breath, and he furrows his brow.
I
And
got
finally, Reverie speaks up, and she says, "There's a component shop, maybe a few blocks away. They might have some."
That's where I got my feathers.
You got feathers? Of course you did, I forgot. That would be the place, yes. Triumph just kind of waves his hand to Reverie and says, "Then that's where we're going."
I gotta find a place to sell stuff. I'm running a little low on gold. I got a lot of good shit to sell, though. I'll sell any invention I make.
We're not going to your pockets, kid. I always loot when I'm sad.
This is your friend. How do you want to do this?
First things first, let's see what info we can get. You wanna go hit up? You got the connect, right? You got the connect at the spellkeepers thing on the
Right.
Scroll
job, or
Keepers Guild.
Is Scribe Geralt? He might be back today. I wasn't sure I should hand this thing over to them, but
Honestly, I share that. I mean, you said they requisitioned this. I don't find that to be terribly trustworthy. And if we
I-
can figure out how to fix this
Claudia's
without
in there.
them,
right. If I go there, they're going to want to take it. Is what I'm saying.
Reverie, Tribe, you got our back?
You want us to brute force the Scroll Keepers Guild, a legal
No.
operation in the city?
No, just explain the situation. You have a little more say and authority than us random folks in town do.
start with
Kinda-
getting the data site and trying to identify this rather than starting with asking questions at a place with its own agenda.
I think Velen is correct on this one.
Ori goes into her pockets and takes out 66 gold, which is all the gold that she has.
Velen has 273, which she sort of pulls out and cups her hands like, nope.
I take out 30 gold, 22 silver, and 8 copper and throw it on the ground.
Tess empties.
And then 150 gold abandonite on the ground.
9 platinum. 32 gold.
This should be more than enough. Let's get to the component shop.
Just put it back up. It just pours the powder on the ground. That's everything I got.
I don't want to leave Claudia here.
No, I'm bringing her. I cast reduce on her.
Okay, she becomes small.
What are you doing?
And I'm gonna hold her.
That is.
How long does that last, Artie?
I don't know, but it's like an hour. I just don't want her going anywhere. Not leaving without her.
Do you want to work on your machine, Artie, and I'll stay here with her too?
Yeah, I
If
kind
we
of
don't all need to go to the
spell before that.
store.
I kind of jumped the gun on that. Here's little baby Claudia.
It's all right, Artie.
You work on your machine to build this identify. We will take this. You watch Claudia.
I have to think about what the choreography would look like for a group identify with people.
DM, can I burn an inspiration to say that I work on my machine to switch over a spell?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's totally
I'll
fine.
do that. Okay.
So, as Artie buckles down and starts preparing his identify, and the rest of you heads to the component shop, Claudia.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Been
How you
great
doing?
so far, guys. I'm having an amazing time. My meme game is on point.
Here is what you see.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, I don't like that.
Excuse you?
I don't love that either.
A figure walks in front of you, looking up at you. Your friends are already dancing for me. This is going to be a fun night.
Where am I?
My prison.
Like a prison you own, or a prison for you?
I think both. Both is the right answer. Because see, now that you're here with me, I'm no longer alone. And fortunately for me, you will be spending the rest of your days right here with me. And as he walks up to you, looking up at you, you feel suddenly a very painful prick in the heel of your right foot.
Now?
As he
I
steps
look at
away,
my
you
foot.
see him licking his fingertips, and he says,
What?
"A good start. Watch
What
with
did you
me."
do?
And he just kind of shakes his head and says, "That's a surprise for later." And he holds out his hand, and suddenly, all you see is brown. You're inside of a bag. But you can hear the hurried, panicking conversations of your friends.
Receipts.
Mm-hmm. Which one shall I toy with first?
Why?
Why not? I'm bored. They are here for my entertainment. I found them, so I will explore them. If you won't choose, I will, so I recommend you make a choice.
I'm in a bag. I don't know where they are. I don't know who's here.
That does not matter. You know their names. Say one and I will move on, or I'll take it out of view.
What does toy with them mean?
That's for me to know and you to learn. Tick
I'm not
tock,
pick-
tick tock,
I'm not
darling.
picking anyone. Do it to me.
No, I have you for plenty of time. Let's see. And as the rest of you are making your way to the store, I'm going to roll a die.
You guys.
Is it me and Ori in the room with Claudia? Because I'm working on the device and Claudia and Ori is watching the body.
So, Ori. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh, I've been making the 6. Mm-hmm.
That's a failure.
And an inspo girl.
I have one, but I kind of,
I want to see what happens.
I kind of do. Yeah, I'm gonna let it roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby.
1 moment, please.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I don't feel like Ori feels very wise right now.
A little panicked.
What is Ori doing right now?
Oh, she's just like sitting in the corner of the room.
Are you looking at Claudia?
Yeah.
Claudia's face, suddenly her eyes open and she turns and looks at you and she says, "You did this to me. This is your fault." And then her eyes shut.
Claudia?
Did I hear that?
No.
Ori says Claudia's name and then just kind of stops.
Is she there? Is she good?
The body has not moved, Artie. You look over and she is exactly as she was laying.
Ori, it's not your fault. We're gonna fix this. It's okay. We're gonna fix this. Is it freaking you out that she's tiny? I can make her not tiny anymore.
No. No.
I can make her really big if that helps, I guess.
Just I'm fine. Just focus on your machine.
Okay. Should be done soon. Parted it out last time because I haven't needed it.
And Ori waits for him to get absorbed in what he's doing, and then she just kind of cries a little bit.
Okay. So, Claudia, you heard that happen.
What do you want?
Nothing you can give me except for your very self, which I am enjoying so much.
What does that even mean?
Are you really so slow?
This doesn't usually happen every other day of the week.
Well, then hold on tight, because it's going to be a fun ride.
Who are you?
Micus Tallow at your service. And you feel another sharp prick in the heel of your
Ow.
foot.
Can I look at my feet?
No, you
Am I still
cannot turn your
stuck?
head.
Fuck.
You are floating, suspended, unable to move. You can see, just out of the bottom of your peripheral, you're not wearing your armor. That's all you can tell.
Okay. Are you a vampire?
That is a complicated question. Part of one.
Part of. Are you feeding off of me?
Oh, yes.
I hope I make you sick.
So far, you are delicious.
Fuck you.
Spirit.
I wasn't
Oh,
ever gonna
no.
let another vampire bite me again.
Well, we're all wrong sometimes. And he, once again, applies a sharp pain to the same foot. Rebellion. I haven't tasted that in centuries. Delicious. So, we jump back to the party as they get to the component store. Triumph and Reverie are with you. As you get there, how much money do you have total?
Oh shit. We should
Keep in mind, I already have 150 gold worth of Banasite, so all we need is 250 worth. I gave 32, everything I had. 33, including the copper.
Okay. So together, you can purchase enough Banasite to make up the difference. As you do so, it's simple, it's quick. 250 gold is not a profound amount of Banasite to buy from a component shop. They'd have it in store, which is good. As you purchase the Banasite and make your way back towards the tavern, I need to make another roll.
I want to clarify something.
I can't wait to
Did
hear
this eternal energy vampire put a brown paper bag over Claudia?
it. No.
Oh, okay.
The vial is in a leather bag.
It's in a bag.
Oh, the way you said it, I thought she had like just a brown paper
No,
bag
she can
over
see the
her
room.
head. Okay.
He showed her what it looked like outside of this vial, and it's just the
Gotcha.
brown of a bag.
I gotcha. I thought it was just a brown paper bag.
That is hilarious. Just nope. No, that I love that image. I didn't come up with it.
It would make a very funny comic.
That's gonna be my coping for later.
Sorry, continue.
Artie, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
Oh no.
This'll be
I'm good
fun.
at these. It's okay. Oh, it went off the 19 onto the 3.
Artie has no guilt in his body. He'll be fine.
Untrue. We did a whole ceremony about that.
All right.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He chose it.
With a 7, Artie,
Doing great, guys.
what are you doing right now?
I'm taking out the piece. So I parted out my identify machine to put into other pieces. So right now I'm just taking apart everything to get the pieces back to try to put together back my identify machine. So there's just a few different devices around me, and I'm taking off back plates and putting a pile of pieces that I need.
As you pick up a plate that is remarkably reflective, it's a smooth one, a smooth piece of iron that was remarkably untouched inside your bag. that doesn't really mean anything to you. That happens all the time. But as you pick up this plate and you see your own reflection in it, it is not your face that you see. It is the face of one particular guard as it watches this stuffed doll fly through the air.
Oh. He gets stuck for a few seconds.
Okay.
And does it persist for more than a few seconds?
As you watch it, you see the reflection looking at you. The look of confusion in the guard's eyes is suddenly washed away in fire. And then you're looking at this dull piece of iron that wasn't that reflective.
Ori? I think I'm tripping balls.
What?
I think I'm tripping. I'm seeing shit.
You are?
Yep. And it's not good shit.
I
I'm still looking at him, tilting the piece a little bit.
I think that might have happened to me too.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
That means that I'm not fucking crazy. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Still staring at the piece, just waiting for it to come back. Yeah, I don't like this.
No, I don't either. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Both of
it's not your
you
fault.
hear Claudia's body laugh.
Oh no. Nope.
You both take 5 points of psychic damage.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god.
Do we
Reference
feel
Claudia's
anything
laugh
from that?
sounds like.
Do we notice the damage? And
Definitely.
what
yeah.
does it?
It feels like a sudden strike of fear that slams through you. It's
Mhm.
almost disorienting.
Fuck, I can't think.
You should get away from me. Get away from it.
No, not away from you. Bag of holding. Barry, out. Barry, out. Put the vial, bag of holding, now. Get it away from us.
Barry. Oh,
Barry, I
yes,
need you out.
Barry,
I know
I'm going.
Yep.
Why?
Mhm.
It's so
No.
early.
No. I know, it's okay. We're dealing with a little bit of stuff. I can cuddle with you later.
Okay.
Just, I don't want you in there with it.
What do you want me to put in there?
Claudia and the vial. In there. Now. There's
You
no
want me
other.
to
2
pick up
and 2 is 4.
her dead body and put it into the bag?
Yep. She's small. It's easy. I can do it if you don't want
She's small. I can do it.
it. She's small. It's easy.
Like shoving a toddler in a garbage bag.
Let's just just
Look,
put the vial in there.
I'm only logical. I don't know if there's somebody inside of her. I don't know if it's in the vial. I don't know if it's a spirit. I don't know if it's a fucking god. But I don't want it by me. We need to get this fixed.
Oh, it feels disrespectful to put her body in the bag.
It's okay. Do you want me to put an air bubbler on her head like I do for Barry?
No, that wouldn't do any good. She's not breathing.
As
Okay.
you are talking about this, Artie, Claudia's body looks at you and says, "No, don't put me in there. It's scary."
Oh, fuck no. She's going in the bag. Get her in the bag. I throw her in the bag. I fucking pick her up by her shoulders and throw her in the bag.
Okay. You put her in the bag.
She's possessed.
Don't put me in the bag. Me too, bro.
Brahm's not having it. Brahm is not having it. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. I can't. I mean, if she's okay, I gotta put an air bubble on her. Hold up. Take her out of the bag. And cast air bubble on her head
Okay.
in case she wakes up.
I have a question.
Mhm.
What is casting air bubble?
So I have a spell, air bubble, that for 24 hours you get a spectral globe around the
Okay.
head.
So you spend a spell slot on this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Got it.
In case she wakes up, I just thought about that. If she would have woke up and been in there, she wouldn't be able to get out, and probably would have died. So, bubble, air, go,
All right.
back in there, push her back down. That creeped me the fuck out, especially because she's small.
Or he puts the vial in too, and then just puts her head in her hands.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. Seriously?
Oh,
Poignant.
You
9.
try to put the vial in the bag,
man.
but it's not where you thought it was, and you just drop the vial on the ground.
Oh,
Wait, in the bag. Did she drop it like in front of me, or did she?
Oh
just
yeah,
see
she
it?
like reached over to put it in the bag, and then suddenly it just looks like she missed.
I pushed the bag closer to her. Do you want me to like pick it up? I don't know if I should touch it. But...
no, don't touch it.
Okay. Do you want me to like? Do you have like mage hand or something? Do you want me to try to scoop it? I can scoop it from the ground. Maybe kick it with your foot. I'm gonna put the bag on the ground. Just here, it's open. Like I got it like flush, and I do the thing where you put your heels on the bag, so like you ever sweep and try to get it in like a garbage bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Just go ahead. Just heels on the corner. Go ahead, pick it up.
Maria's not
Alright.
answering. She just has her head in her hands.
I don't want to touch it, but I still have
Don't
the metal
touch
plate in
it.
my hand. I'm gonna try to just like flick it with the metal plate.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Ah, fuck. Oh, that's good. 20.
We have such high intelligence, you guys.
You shove it into the bag.
Oh,
In there. Close it. Barry, don't go by the bag for a little bit. It's not safe in there. It will be though.
As that happens, Claudia. The figure
God.
comes into your view again, and he says, "Oh, well, that's no fun. Just you and me."
oh,
Oh, sorry.
Fine with me. I can entertain you.
I know you can. And he reaches over, and you feel his hand take yours. It's eerily gentle, and his skin is very cold. And he says, "You will provide me such entertainment. I'm so grateful. Truly."
Doesn't seem like it.
He goes and he kisses your hand,
Mhm.
and then he bites your pinky off.
Ouch.
The pain is tremendous. And he lets go of your hand and he says, "A good appetizer. Let's see what happens next. Between the screams, tell me a story." And then we jump back to the party. As you have just shoved Vile and Claudia into the bag of holding, you hear footsteps on the stairs. Reverie is the first to open the door because she's insanely fast. And as she opens it, she looks in and she says, "Are you two all right?"
Nope. Nope. Not at all. Not even fucking close. We're hallucinating. I think Claudia was just talking to us. Something's fucking with us.
Where is Claudia?
In the bag with the vial, not dealing with that shit right now. She started laughing and talking to us, but it was not her. I started seeing things in metal. People that I've harmed in the past.
The rest of the
I don't know
party, you hear this as you are entering the room.
All right, all of that sounds horrible, but we will need to get it out of the bag. Identify it.
yes, when we're
Almost done with my little device. It'll be ready in like 2 minutes.
All right.
A lot of interruptions since you guys left.
All
Tell
right.
me
All
about
right.
what happened exactly.
I saw in the reflection of the metal plate the guards back in the town when I threw the doll. And then Ori said she saw something, and then Claudia started laughing, but it wasn't her. And then she said not in the bag, but I put an air bubble on her head so that if she wakes up in there, she'll be okay.
This
She's like
it sounds-
possessed.
it sounds like that dream. Kind of,
Oh,
right?
So we're fucking with another god. God damn it.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. But
We're
I'll
not
be done with this
asleep.
in like a minute. Feels like I am.
We've gotten the
Which-
banasite we need for the ritual. So, when
How
you're
can I help? I
finished,
can't cast Identify. Can I help? Can I help? Can I do something? Can I do anything?
pray.
Please?
All right.
If there's any a moment for divine intervention, now would be nice. You see, he kind of pointedly looks up, and then sits down on one of the beds as
Oh
he
shit,
waits.
can I do that now? Level?
No, level 10. 10 or 11, I think.
Tess also, by the way, has been stress creating wreaths of forget-me-nots while they were, like, at the store.
Artie,
Um,
actually, no, I can do it. Just let me get at the bag.
How many forget-me-nots have you created?
I don't know how many is
There's
reasonable.
probably a trail of them behind you.
It's just like a whole bunch. Like she has a whole bunch. She's like making little wreaths to put on Claudia.
Well-
I'm gonna pull Claudia out of the bag.
Okay. She still has a bubble on her head.
Spectral.
Can I?
That's really
can-
sweet,
can you-
Artie.
I poke the bubble. Can I put my hand through it? Can I touch
Spectral.
my head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Triumph sees that Claudia's body has been moved. And he rubs the bridge of his nose and he says, "Why?
Why?
I just told you why.
No, he wasn't.
You
in the room.
cannot move a body that has been gentle reposed.
What do you mean? Why?
You see,
No.
the coins are no longer on her fucking face, Artie.
Now I can't bring her back, Artie.
There's always a way.
No,
How long
I
has it
can't
been?
cast that spell.
It's been 15 minutes.
Oh.
I can only bring her
Oh.
back after a minute unless.
No, we're gonna find a way. That can't be the only thing.
There are other ways, but they're beyond me.
What do you mean beyond you?
As in, I'm not powerful enough to cast a spell that can bring her back after a minute.
I'm
Is
just
it
very
like-
close.
Oh, we'll find somebody. We're
Artie,
gonna get her soul out of there.
That is step one, no matter what.
I should have stayed. I could have told you. I should have stayed.
It's my mistake as well. I didn't think to mention it. She was...
It's gonna be okay. I will do anything I can to fix this. I promise you. If I gotta fucking rob a bank to do this, if I gotta kidnap a goddamn powerful wizard, I'll do it.
going to need a powerful diamond.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
First
Velen
things
takes-
first.
Velen takes the feather out of her hair. The divine token. That she
Okay.
got. Braids it into Claudia's hair without saying it.
Okay. Did we already roll for that divine token?
It's
So what-
Breza.
It's Breza.
Right. Did we already
but-
roll what it was? If not, we have to roll it now.
I don't think we did because we realized that I already had one, and so Velen has just been carrying this around.
Okay.
Because she has,
Hold on.
he has Dawes' blessing, so she was just thinking that.
Yep.
The-
Roll me a d100.
Whoops, guys.
I could see it happening as you did it, and I was like, "Oh God."
Me or Artie did not even think about that.
95.
Okay.
Damn.
Noted.
No idea what that means.
I
Don't worry about it. You braid it into her hair.
I not know that
It-
about gentle repose?
Once
My
it-
device is done. Let's get this going.
Good. Everyone who can cast Identify form a circle. Where is the vial?
I will reach into the bag and retrieve it. Oh, we didn't. Yeah, you did get it in the bag, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And I will retrieve it and kind of look at people who aren't casting Identify and be like, maybe don't look.
I'll step
Um,
outside. And Reverie
Oh,
does.
smart.
my rich, I can't be still. I have to move.
Whatever it
Oh,
is you have
alright.
to do, you do it.
Okay.
What
just- you
matters
said-
is
I
one
I
of
know I have-
us is touching it.
I'll touch it.
As you set the vial on the ground, Triumph sits down, crisscross applesauce. He opens a book that he sets on his lap. It is a massive tome, Goliath-sized, even. As he opens it up and he begins sheafing through the pages, he looks up at you, Artie, and he says, "Are you ready?"
Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm just warning you all. I think that the best way for me to incorporate, I think I'm just going to touch you all while I'm doing this, so that I can incorporate into the ritual. I just want to make sure that I don't startle you when I do that.
I need spellcasting rolls from each of you. You need to reach a total of 60.
Boy.
It's like a spell attack?
Yeah.
Do I have attacks?
Can guidance can't help with this. This is a spell. This is a
You can spell
You can
cast
spell-
You
a
can
spell
guidance
attack
one.
in your spells.
This is
Okay.
not actually a spell attack. It is a spellcasting check, but I'm asking, the roll is just a spell attack. You
I
can
will-
guidance one person.
Okay, I'm
Can
gonna
I
guidance.
flash a genius? It says ability check or saving throw.
You can flash of genius one person.
Okay.
I need you to
Okay.
declare it before they are rolled.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
flash a genius myself.
Okay?
guidance Velen. And Artie, you could guidance someone too.
I'm gonna be able to do that at this. Mine's gonna
I
be
mean,
a 30 total.
Already got half of it by himself, so.
Yeah, I got a 30 total. 15 plus 15.
Before I start my ritual, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability, and I'm going to cast Fox's Cunning on Ori.
19.
Okay.
Oh,
So to do it at advantage.
Okay, roll it again.
And then I will find something that's a spell attack, so I can roll my spell attack.
we're gonna stick with that 19.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
It's not letting me. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it. It's +8.
You have guidance also.
Cool.
Ori also sits down cross-legged and draws in chalk a little diagram and then holds the vial.
Okay.
Nice.
And Velen does a very elaborate interpretive dance.
74 without triumph.
Damn.
Yeah, you make it. So everyone who is performing this ritual over the next hour, the vial is out in the open air, which means, Claudia, you can see everyone
What?
as they perform their rituals looking stricken and concerned. The man next to you, Mike Tallow, smiles and he says, "We might have company soon. Wouldn't that be interesting?"
You're not done with me yet.
You're right. To everyone who was part of this identify ritual, I'm going to send you what you've identified.
God.
Ori, you're
I-
first.
As they're doing this, I'm putting just garlands of forget-me-nots over Claudia.
Let's see.
Oh, well, those are pretty flowers. I had to look it up.
They're the state flower of Alaska.
And Triumph knows what it is as well. I don't need to send that to myself. Take a minute to read.
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh God.
This is fun. I have no idea what any of this is. But
Gotta
it's
learn
There's
and
so much
identify.
to read.
clearly bad.
Oh my god.
Tess is also going to be praying to Jamino, obviously, but like,
What does
I
her
don't
prayer
know.
look like? Do you know, or do you want to think about it?
I think she's praying kind of silently, like while she's in the ritual of putting these flowers over her body, and she definitely puts some on her eyes in place of the coins. And I think it's like I think she does a lot of praying while she's gardening, and it kind of has that same feeling, but like with a lot more grief in it.
Ah.
And the prayer is, I don't know what's happening,
Yeah, we're reading.
and I know that you gave me this because you wanted me to accept change. This is the hardest kind of change for me. Maybe for everybody. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I don't know what to do.
Roll me a wisdom plus proficiency test.
25.
Dang.
25. Okay. With a 25, Tess, the room darkens. Not in a way that's foreboding. Not in a way that is enforcing the fear, but it's an isolating way, as if to pull you away from everything. And as it does, you remember something. You're in Augur City. You're behind a house. It's not your house. You're watching. You're watching as a family is digging a grave. Next to you, you hear over your shoulder, your allies are contesting with powerful entities of the past. Everything is dangerous. The only path that is safe is the one that you choose to walk boldly. Your friend is in trouble, in danger of being lost. I don't see her.
Artie says we should tip the vial into her mouth. Is that bold or foolish?
I don't know. I am not Aegir and am not omniscient.
My dad didn't have a soul either that they found. I don't know if this is the same. You can't see him, can you?
No.
What to do?
After the hour, you just hear Ori say, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
Oh, fuck no. Same time they say it, once it's complete.
As you hear their voices ringing out in the middle of your vision, suddenly it ends. You are back in the room, aware.
Artie looks at Ori in triumph and Velen. We got some fucking decisions to make.
What kind of decisions?
Okay. Or you want to explain it, or you want me to?
This is a Bloodwell vial-ish. Contains the thirstiest part of the soul of an ancient vampire named Mike, and she will kind of go through and explain it very clinically, which is kind of a refuge for her. She's like, okay.
So the only way to get her out of there is to persuade him to let her free.
Or fucking disintegrate it, but that doesn't fix the problem.
Well, I can't disintegrate it.
Jamino says that Jamino says whatever we do, we have to be bold. I don't know what she means by that, but I
I'd
imagine
love to
it
be
means-
disintegrate bold, but it's not within my power.
Nor
I'm
mine.
not saying that. I'm just saying, I guess
We try to bargain with it.
she's trying to get us to commit to a decision.
What does a fragment of the soul of an ancient vampire lord want? Power, right?
More souls.
It just wants.
Or does it mean, is it just stuck in there?
Right?
Yes.
The vampire's been gone for ages.
It's only in there.
My understanding is, if its vial is destroyed, it will find another one.
Unless it is banished.
Unless the soul has vanished.
But it can't
So
do
it has-
anything, right?
No, it can do plenty.
Yeah.
Can cast phantasmal force at will on anyone it can see, any of us.
Can drink from anybody around it.
So it's
once a
bored.
day. I got an idea. It means
Yeah.
doing a really shitty thing, but to people who may be shitty.
You mean the vampire hunters?
Yep.
It's too powerful to trust to them.
I don't think they're going to be able to control it.
Doesn't
What
matter.
more would a ancient vampire god want than to fuck with vampire hunters?
This is no god, Artie.
Well, there's more than that.
Oh.
It can absorb the souls of people, and it makes whoever wields it stronger. Why did the Scroll Keepers want this? Do I know, Echo, if they do containment of dangerous items?
You saw an awful lot of relics on the shelves. Might be containment, might be use. You don't know. That wasn't part of the job description. You were just told to get it.
Well, either way, we can't give it to them with Claudia's soul in it.
No, we need to bargain
Oh.
with it.
That's my bargaining chip.
That means somebody attunes to it.
That is what that means.
I'll
I-
do it.
Person that attunes to it, they have to be the bargainer?
Yes?
Yeah.
It only communicates
it.
with the one attuned, I think.
No, Artie.
No,
No.
Artie.
I learned from Tarly. I'm good at being persuasive.
No. No.
Artie, my love. Please.
I try. I
You
want to
do.
try.
But please allow those of us who specialize.
I don't
Well,
wanna put
it's
anybody else at risk.
my responsibility.
We're all at risk. Ori, I know that you feel responsible for this.
No, I am responsible.
I mean, I think the fuckwads who sent you after this without giving you an adequate briefing are probably the ones who are responsible.
Ultimately, I knew it was dangerous, and
And we wanted to stand by your side, even though we didn't know what was going on.
it didn't happen like this before. It wasn't just someone saw it and fell over. At
They
least
must
not
have resisted it.
as I assume I've been doing this whole time.
We need a bargaining chip.
It's
Anybody
yeah,
got
that's
any ideas besides handing them a bunch of vampire hunters?
I think it's a decent idea, but I think the most important thing to do when bargaining with something powerful is to determine its ambition. What it wants. Does he
Alright.
seek to be free?
Did you ask Dawes?
he'll know ambitions that are given to him, but he's not going to just know the hearts of anything.
But he might have an idea.
I think that's what I'm for.
I think
Okay.
you're probably a more insightful person and a better negotiator than I am, Velen, but again, this is my responsibility. I brought this
If
thing.
you want to do this, I will trust this to you.
I don't want to.
I get it.
I will say, for the sake of the city of Malachor, giving this to the plunge is not an option.
It does strengthen if you're willing to use it that way.
Fanatical vampire hunters would absolutely be willing to use it that way.
Yes.
We might not be the best people, but I'd rather not give our enemies such a weapon.
I thought it would hurt him more than help him. Now that you're saying that out loud, it kind of makes a little more sense, but...
It might hurt them in the long run, but in the short term, we'd have to deal with it.
Right.
I mean, I can ask Oz if you want. I have a feeling you know what he'll say.
No, you know him better than I do. It was just I don't know what to do.
Meanwhile, within the vial, Claudia, the air is open, and you can see them talking about this. And Micus is standing next to you. He's floating. And he looks over at you and he says, "This is riveting. They guess. It's so much fun when they guess. I hope to learn what it is that they plan. What do you think? What are they going to do next?"
Seems like they figured it out already.
Well, let's wait and see. I am entertained by your friends for the moment. That's good for you. And
I can be more entertaining.
No. Not for the moment. Back to you guys.
Oh God. Okay. Sal, over the table, do you want to do this thing? Do you want to attune to this thing?
I think we just
Can always
trade
get enhanced ability.
Artie for Claudia, and this man will get sick of me and just kick me out.
Belen was suggesting
Over the-
herself for it because she knows what her charisma scores are. I
Yeah.
have no interest in stealing your
No.
story piece and running off of it. I'm okay with however this goes down.
Yeah, Tess will happily do this too, but is deferring to Velen because she knows how charismatic she
Do
is.
it, Ori. It's poetic.
God.
You want to stay in there, huh, Claudia?
Oh,
Or Pen?
he ate my pinky.
He has no faith
Yeah,
in
he
me.
did.
Wow.
Does physical Claudia, is she missing a pinky?
No.
Okay.
I'm
still
just
whole.
saying, from a strictly
Echo-
numbers perspective.
Echo,
Yeah.
can we have a break to like?
Sure. You
Process
guys want to
this.
take
And
a
I
minute?
really have to pee.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
We'll,
pee in this vial.
we'll go ahead and
Fuck
take a
up his
10-minute
house.
break. I'll take off the headset. You guys can talk about it, figure out what you're going to do.
Oh God. Okay.
I also would like to actually read this thing because I
Sure.
wasn't part of the reading.
Oh,
before.
And
it's
Will,
wild.
Oh yeah, it's terrifying. It's a little bit that I've been able to. I just can't talk and also read at the same time.
Okay.
Sure.
What were you saying, dude?
What's your charisma?
Like 16.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
no,
She's
no,
not.
you're-
She's not good at
charming.
persuasion though. She's good at deception and performance.
Tess
Okay.
is proficient in persuasion and deception, but like if you're gonna
Artie's
send Tess,
proficient in
yeah, but if
persuasion.
you're gonna send Tess, you might as well send Velen.
the only reason to send Tess would be because of her wisdom save.
Yeah, that would be the reason.
But it's a charisma save, isn't it?
I mean,
No.
so it's a
It's
charisma
both.
roll, but the saves versus all of his fuckery are wisdom.
Yeah.
Tess is proficient. Her saves are. She is proficient in both wisdom and charisma in terms of
Right.
saves.
We'll put it like this.
And
I
that
can
one
get
is
a plus
not
5.
wise.
You what?
I
Artie?
got a +3 persuasion and flash of genius. I can get a +5.
Yeah, but listen, Artie is
I
not
honestly think
my
that
go-to
Artie
guy
would
in a
have a really hard
negotiation.
time persuading the party that he's
Artie is
the
not the guy in the negotiation.
I
Like,
love
it's
you
either
and I love Artie, but Ori, he's not even in the running. Like Ori's
either
not even considered.
either
I
Tess or
say
Velen
we
in a negotiation.
offer him
I
Artie.
think it's either Ori or
Artie.
Velen.
Yeah. We
In a
offer him
negotiation, not
Artie
just
in
negotiation
exchange
specific.
for Claudia, and then Artie just
No.
talks his ear off until he kicks him out.
Absolutely not. I don't think that would work.
I don't think that would work. Well, I mean,
But
like,
also, he's already got someone. Why would he
Also-
accept just a different person?
Yeah, it's a valid point. Hopefully Claudia's body is not.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh no.
oh
She
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
could
go
back
think
see,
to
about that.
I could see that happening, and I was like, oh my god, you guys, now I can't fix it.
I
I
didn't
mean, I
I
didn't
watched it happen.
know how this works either, but
I didn't know that.
I
creepy
know that
Claudia
shit,
doll
'cause
dead
I-
talking to us. Of course, Artie's throwing it in the bag of the holding.
I tried
Yeah.
to tell him. I was like, just leave it be.
Yeah, I should have let Tess stay behind specifically so she could do that, and it didn't, like, she didn't want to be in the room, so I didn't.
Would
Uh,
you, out of character, picked up on that? Because I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, out of character. Well, out of character, I know the spell really well, and
Okay.
I've made that
I
I've
don't.
made that ruling before myself as a DM, so like I knew that. But in
Okay.
character, yeah. But I mean, so regardless, like we're gonna have a hard time. Like Penn might be looking at a temporary
I
character
can
for
make.
a while as we figure
I
out
can.
the money. To get it
With
raised
that
dead.
being said, we can. I'm assuming at Chitauri, we can use a favor. We
That's
have to
true.
know somebody powerful.
If
I
we
mean, I
and
don't-
if we get him
we have
that book back,
yeah, we have to earn the favor first, so it might.
Claudia can play another character for like a few weeks or something, you know. Penn can. Little side character until we get her back.
we can get that book back. That seems like the next big quest thread to begin with.
Yeah.
Fun.
You know, for Triumph and fucking Reverie being so powerful and being the runners of these towns, you'd think they would know one person would disintegrate and vanish.
No,
I mean, we know Gnosis. I bet he knows.
look, that's true.
no.
He gave us a thumbs up that one time.
We
I
know
mean-
him, I say.
What level do you have to be for disintegrate? 12?
It's a level
It's a level
7 spell.
7
A
spell.
7 spell.
That's
It's
pretty high. Yeah, that's
real
12, isn't
fucking
it?
high.
12 is not a common level for somebody in this world.
No, I mean, the only character that I've had in Amaranth who got that high was Viola. She's got us now, so.
Yay! Two Signy's goddess.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, I think Ori's gonna do it.
I think that it makes a lot of narrative sense for Ori to take this on.
And
Um,
it's not forever, it's just attunement, right? So if we do decide to break and then come up with a deal that will require a persuasion roll, we could just be like, okay, Velen, you're fucking up. Let's go.
It is
Theoretically,
also cursed though, so it's possible that it might not be that
it
simple.
might not let you go that easily, but I'm sure that we could figure it out. Like
Yeah,
we're
we'll
doing
see.
this with our eyes open as opposed to accidentally.
Yeah,
We
getting
need a
cursed by a
good
sword
bargaining
and-
chip.
we need a good bargaining chip. Like-
So Ori, I like it's hard on the spot thinking. Ori will talk to him, try and see like what his disposition is. If it seems like he had fun watching her freak out as everybody died, she'll be like, "Well, I'll just carry you around with me still. We'll go on adventures, and I'll let you fucking murder people."
Yeah,
I
fuck
wonder.
yeah.
I wonder if he knows what the.
You get more powerful every
Good.
soul it takes.
Yeah,
You get an
what-
extra +1 to your spell DC.
I don't think she.
Is that
let
what
him
happens?
take
Sorry, I've been
souls.
trying to read this and not absorbing it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
about.
That's
Actually,
why we can't give it to the
Dark
vampire
Ori-
hunters.
Dark
That's a
Ori
good
would be kind of rad, especially since she's maybe a temporary
Dory.
character anyway. Like
And
that
she
could
would
be
Created the big
interesting.
bad.
she would at least use it with somewhat of a conscience.
Or try
Yeah,
to until the thing
main-
eats her brain
main
or something.
problem is the corruptive force of the cursed item.
Yeah.
Of hunger.
I
We
would love
sacrificing
it.
Ori right now.
TBH, I would love it if Ori was like the big bad at the end of the campaign because
That would be
Story.
awesome. I would also love that the most.
that would actually be amazing.
Um. Oh. I mean, like,
Good
if
luck on the
somebody has to
spot.
be sacrificed, it definitely should be Ori.
I don't think we want to sacrifice anybody.
I
But
don't want
no,
to sacrifice,
I
but
prefer
I
to
think
help.
I think that I'm trying to figure out what it means to be like make the decision boldly. I think that that's kind of what that means, is that like someone is going to have to stick this course in whatever
Somebody's
way
gonna have
that
to
is.
attune to it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's what he was insinuating on.
And since we don't really know what that entails, Ori would definitely take that on herself just because
I-
she feels real bad.
It makes sense. I also out of character and also in character am really focused on this. Like it's probably a false lead, but like, did this also happen to Tessa's dad?
I know,
Because
it's
the
so weird
literal
that the
same
soul is
thing-
gone.
One, I feel like why give us this lead? You know, like especially since
Yeah.
it's like we're maybe theoretically in Tessa's arc right now, or we
Right,
were,
and he was bringing Ori in to
and
that,
he was
and
bringing Ori in. So
I
I
didn't
feel like
specify what the artifact was at all. I was just like,
So I
it's
think
cursed
maybe
and
that's
bad.
perhaps connected? Question mark.
Maybe.
But
And
he's
so
not
it's,
in there.
he's not in there, but like maybe he was eaten by this guy.
Maybe.
Maybe
And
we
I
can
think
trade him to the seventh trellis.
Oh, God.
The
Oh,
contract.
and we
Oh.
can,
With
and we
the
can
That
keep the
would be
clone
vial
thing.
to the-
I'd really love to have him.
if
Yeah,
we
we
get
can keep the
if we
clone thing.
yeah keep the clone thing, give it we could give it to the seventh. That actually would.
I mean,
be,
that's so evil, you guys. What the fuck?
It would be.
It would be very
some
evil,
alignment
yes.
slippage for all
That
of
would
us.
be
Yeah.
definitely. I don't even. What is my alignment?
By the way, Artie is in super denial that he may have just killed Claudia's body.
Oh yeah, that's clear. Tess is
Yeah.
not. Tess is like, but Tess is not
Can,
trying
can
to.
he cast Gentle Repose again so she doesn't decay in front of us?
Not,
He can't. He can, but it won't mean that he can cast
anything.
remove. We
Or
can
pass
figure
the
I
it-
don't
midnight.
want her body decaying.
Yeah, we
Hey,
can.
we
stop
could
that
stop
now.
her body from decaying with that.
Yeah, we can stop her. And when also Tess can cast it
Alright.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna have to make a forged mind body for Claudia.
We don't have the resources, man. We might as
You
well
have
I'll,
save.
I'll find a way.
I gave my
Yeah, we
only
might as well
66
save. We
gold.
might as well save for a raised dead first, because the
It
diamond
would-
is going to be real.
Raised dead is
expensive.
way cheaper than building an entire.
Yeah,
fortress.
raised dead is way cheaper than building,
How
and
much
like
is raised dead?
10,000.
That's expensive. How much is a fucking forged mind?
Many more than that. Much more than that.
Really?
So the thing with a forged mind is that they literally have they're powered by a Banasite core. So like
Oh, that's gonna be so expensive.
it's like they are not cheap. And that's just the core. Like the whole
Yep.
beast is
Yep.
is a lot.
We're
It makes
just
me
thinking
realize
about
just how
making
much
you
it
a.
costs to make my forged mind as tall as she is. Very expensive.
That's an upgrade.
So
It's like
there is.
Mecha Claudia.
Right, Claudia, we're gonna
Claudia.
save you.
You're gonna what?
It's gonna be a lot, but we're gonna do it.
Artie might have
Do what?
just killed him though.
I am
guess
also
we'll have to
very
see.
curious. This is above the table too. I am also very curious about like this shit does seem very similar to the Sanatoth stuff that was happening before, and so I'm kind of curious whether there's a connection between.
I think that
I
the
think-
main connection would be that it's all psychic, but
Yeah.
I think probably that what happened is since he can cast Phantasmal Force at will, he would wait for us to talk about Sanatoth and then fucking do it
Yeah.
to
Fair.
fuck with us.
that would make sense.
That's
that
what
would
I
make
think
sense
is
a lot.
happening.
Pen,
I mean, you
if I
should consider
accidentally.
that Ori and the artifact weren't with us when Sanathoth was first like an issue with the nightmares.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Sorry, what?
Pen,
were you
I'm
saying?
sorry if I accidentally killed Claudia's body.
I came into this prepared for any outcome. I'm not upset. I'm
Okay.
looking forward to seeing what happens.
Oh,
I can make
Artie's gonna
anything
be.
work.
Artie's
mean,
gonna be
are you-
devastated. Artie's gonna literally rob a bank to get enough
Yeah.
gold to get you back.
Okay.
If that's the case.
Stop
He's
saying
gonna
that
go
in front of
resurrection.
Einstein. We're
Yeah,
literally
don't say that
hanging
in
with
front of
the top.
Yeah. Which
We're
is-
literally what?
We're hanging
They're
with the top
charming.
right now.
I know, but they are cops. We need to keep that in mind.
We also, we also like personally in my above table world, like I imagine that probably Claudia is going to be temporarily dead for a little while we try to figure this out. But like, definitely the goal, at least as far as Tess is concerned, the goal is get Claudia back from an over the table perspective. Emily's goal is like get pen to play Claudia again.
Whatever happens, happens.
Right, but in the intervening time, if it does take a while to get Claudia back, we may need to try to like pick up another gremlin.
Yeah.
I have a backup character.
Okay.
I've had 2 weeks.
One that would fit here.
I have like I was
Nice.
prepared for the worst outcome.
Aw.
So
Alright. I'm gonna
Then while
go
we're on
get.
break, I need you to find my orange for me and just give him a squish.
Oh.
We don't
Also-
have. We still
need-
don't have a plan, you guys. We don't have a bargaining chip.
Oh yeah, we're just
keep
gonna let
talking. I'll
Ori
go get
wing
an
it.
orange.
I've got a couple of vague ideas.
I mean, I also
I
think
think
that
that making too much of a plan before you go in
Yeah, I need
might
to
not be that smart because
get a sense of what he's about.
Like, what is, like that's like that was what like when Velen was thinking of doing this, what she was thinking was that she would go in and see what the fuck this dude wants before coming up with anything concrete. So I think the first thing that happens is Ori attunes to the thing, and then sees what he wants.
I am sorry that Tess is stuck on Ask Dawes. Tess is like too terrified to know what to do, except to
I mean,
ask
Tess
them.
is the exact
Outside.
kind of person to think,
Right. Yeah.
faith in the gods. They'll know what to do.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty much.
And Velen is very accustomed to Dawes as like the last 2 or 3 times she's been like, "Hey,
You
Dawes,
figure it
what
out."
do I do?" He's like, "I don't know."
Where's your
like-
fucking ambition? Figure it out.
Like the what like when she was absolutely panicking and wrecked and did not know what to do, he helped her. But like when
Aw.
she's just trying to figure out what to do, he's like, I don't know, use your brain. I'm busy.
Alright.
Echo does
Real
that when
quick.
I have problems too, and I hate it.
Let's plan already.
How much do you think I can sell this key for the astral domain? And my handy hop up,
Oh,
Oh.
God.
my circlet of blasting, and
The
my
other shit-
gem of brightness.
Oh, the other shit we need to figure out too is like how much. In the chat, Artie, how much, or put in the chat, dude, how much gold did Artie give? Because we
I
didn't
just gave
actually figure
mine
out.
30.
Yeah,
But I gave
had
150. I put
like
150
I had
gold
all of
advance.
it in my pocket, so I would like to know how much
You
I
guys
got.
should take 250 and divide it by like 4, because 250 was the total you all had to meet.
But we didn't
Yeah.
all have that much. Like we don't have equal amounts of gold.
Well
is the
then,
problem.
take out what do you think is
We-
reasonable?
Yes, but if we start with 250, divide it by 4, then we can look at who like
I have 150 in Banasite and 30 in gold.
But we
So maybe
use the
Artie keeps his
150.
gold because he gave 150 in Banasite,
I don't
Mhm.
care.
and then
As
it's
long as I can
250.
It's
Yeah, I don't
63.
actually like Velen does not really care that much because she can always make more gold. But she cannot make more
If
cloth.
you guys, if Artie keeps his gold and gives out the Banasite, you guys pay 83.3 gold.
Okay, well,
Okay,
all
I will-
Ori had was 66, but she gave it, and she's not asking for any. She's like, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I will figure this out.
So I
I
keep
will
my
figure out.
30. Nice.
You do, because
I'm fucking
Yeah,
with
keep
you.
your
You're a
30
wee
because
lad.
you gave the 150.
Because and if Claudia dies, you can split out all that money.
no,
I mean, I get a lot of money if I take this thing to the scroll keepers.
I can
No.
sell our Qual's feather token, Swan Boat. I can sell our
oh shit, I forgot
key
about
to
that.
the astro. Oh, I did not. I've been waiting for an opportunity to use that shit.
Hell
I bet
yeah.
you-
I could sell my gem of brightness, my key to the astral domain.
Okay, I think that we're gonna put the kibosh on selling the key to the astral domain.
Yeah, we
Why?
Yeah, we gotta keep that just in
Oh,
What if
case.
somebody offers like 5k for it?
Because Lane is gonna be so fucking confused when some rando just walks in and is like,
Let's
"Hey, what
keep
the
the
fuck?"
key for right now. We have other shit that we can sell.
Hello,
I'm just talking about if we have
Hey.
to make a mecha Claudia.
Hello.
I have returned.
Hi.
Hi,
How
we're
are
all
you
panicking, Echo.
How are you all doing?
Panicking.
Sorry to hear that.
We're doing absolutely great.
Okay, I spent the whole break talking to you guys and I forgot to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I squeezed the orange.
Thank you.
Have
Did
you
you jerk off too?
guys come to consensus?
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
No,
I know.
You can.
we have rough ideas.
Okay,
Oh, we're winging it, baby.
I can tell that.
We're not totally winging it.
Yeah, we are.
Will you sit down, goddamn gremlin?
Ori just looks around and she says, since I don't know exactly what this will entail and it's my responsibility, she just picks up the vial and uses an action to attune to it.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pause there
Let's
for a
wait
second.
for Sal.
Yeah.
Be decisive.
on-
Be bold.
gotta get
Jimeno
that on
said
the-
so.
On the recording.
He didn't pause it, did he?
I did not pause the recording.
Yeah. Will you go
Oh,
away?
all that crazy shit we said. Pen's gonna hear tomorrow.
It's all there, yeah.
Hi, work pen.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Pen.
Work pen is like an OC of mine that I draw on every morning.
I don't know what that means.
A
I
character.
know you know.
An original character is what OC
Yeah.
stands
Ah.
I'm cosplaying as someone who likes their job and is capable of things.
Every day, baby, every day.
Every single day.
That sounds about right. That's what I do. I roleplay as an attorney every day.
Every day I'm disassociating.
Ori,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
attune to the Dreadthirst vial. Within the vial, Micus turns to you, Claudia, and he says, "This is going to be so much fun. Hello?" And Ori, you hear in your mind, "Hello?"
Wow. How nice to finally make your acquaintance.
It certainly is. It's nice to put a, well, I've heard your voice, but maybe a personality behind who I've heard all these days and weeks.
Well, I'd say it was nice to do the same, but honestly, it's not.
Well, if it's a consolation, you've been a delightful host.
It is, actually.
So whatever could we have to talk about?
Oh, I think you know, the girl.
The girl. I'm afraid there are many girls in my life. You're going to have to be a bit more specific.
Oh, so recent, even.
Oh, you mean the one missing bits?
She wasn't last I saw her.
Well, things change, time moves, everything is variable. What was your name again, dear? And she asks you that, Claudia.
She?
He asks you that, Claudia.
Okay. She just kind of narrows her eyes at him and she says, Claudia.
Claudia! Such a beautiful name.
It means twisted one.
Cute. And fitting. That wasn't to you, dear. I'm sorry.
Could
Of
Ori
course.
hear me?
No.
Can she hear me?
No?
No.
So, what about Claudia, the Twisted One, would you like to speak with me with? She's enforcing your abilities now that you and I are working together.
Nice as that might be, I would much rather you released her soul so we could bring her back.
Now, why would I want to do that?
Oh, I imagine you don't want to do it at all. My job is to figure out what we can do to convince you.
You've a long road to travel then, Ori.
Hasn't it already been a long road?
Only just begun for you.
Oh.
And it's one with a time limit, I'm afraid, as I am hungry and she is here.
All right.
This might be easier if we were just to speak face to face.
How would we do that?
Oh, you only have to will it.
Will what to happen exactly?
To have a conversation with me here in my home.
Oh, no. No, thank you. Good try, though.
Rude of you. I thought you might like to see her one last time.
I would, but I'd also like to not take her place.
Oh, I can't do that.
No?
You spent all that time learning exactly what my prison is all about and you didn't pay attention to the details? What a waste of money.
I've been a bit distracted.
Sorry about that. It was fun.
Honestly, it's a lifelong problem. You should have heard my teachers.
That was before we were acquainted, I'm afraid. You'll have to tell me about it sometime.
Perhaps I will.
Well, you know what
Alright,
I
one
want.
night. Oh, do I?
Mm-hmm.
What's that exactly?
To be satiated.
How would that happen?
Well, it's happening now.
Oh, so if I could replace that girl with something else, you might let her go?
I suppose that could be an option. But she's quite tasty. Such rebelliousness and defiance. It's rare. Most come in here and are wallowing in misery. She keeps trying to distract me from you all, you see. It's cute.
She's a brave girl.
That flavor does get boring, though.
Which one?
Bravery.
Ah?
I'll get it out of her.
Oh, she said she had a time limit.
I set it.
See.
In this
So
crystal
perhaps-
vessel, this is where I have all the power. Ori.
Of course. So perhaps I might implore you for our first negotiation to be extending the time limit a little bit.
Absolutely not. Poor footing right off the bat, Ori. No, no, no.
Too hungry to hold out.
It has been centuries. Your old friends were just too annoyingly resistant.
You didn't get their souls.
Of course not.
They died.
Yes, they did. That was just a bit of my fun.
I see. Alright. And she will at this point kind of look around, and I assume everybody is staring at her.
Oh, yeah. Have you been talking out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Then, Claudia, you would have heard her responses.
Oh, right.
I guess after there's like a lull in their conversation as Ori kind of thinks about what he said, I think she'll pipe up and say, "You think bravery's gonna get boring?"
I know it does. You are not my first, darling.
If you finish me off, that'll be so quick.
Yes?
And then Ori will have no reason to keep you, so maybe she'll destroy you. Or
She can certainly try.
hand you over to be kept on a shelf.
Well, I've gotten myself out of tight situations before.
Yeah, but it's gonna take time.
Everything takes time.
We could keep you entertained.
And how do you propose to do that, my little morsel?
Well, we can't find out if you eat me.
Oh. I can save the most important bits for last.
Can I hear him all the time, or just when he's talking to me?
Just when he's talking to you.
Okay.
Because you did turn down his invitation. He is only speaking to Claudia at the moment. So,
Good, thanks.
Or you
Yeah.
said there was a time limit?
Well, he's a manifestation of a vampire's hunger. He's feeding off of her.
Hmm.
What's interesting is that he didn't get this kind of sustenance from my friends.
Why not?
They resisted the magic.
Interesting.
They just died.
It's probably better for them in the long run.
I wonder, Triumph, is there any way to... I know there's no way to reduce a vampire's hunger besides feed it, but is there a way to delay? I'm sorry, kindred.
Triumph kind of tilts his head and he says, normally, if you're starving as a kindred, you can quell the hunger for a short period of time. It's a matter of willpower. But every time you do, you drain yourself of more and more until when you finally do drink, it's very dangerous.
Mm.
You lose control. We call it the frenzy.
Mm.
Can a vampire starve to death that way?
If you frenzy and are defeated, or if you run completely dry, you go into torpor.
We have to get Claudia out first.
So, you think there's
But-
nothing a kindred would want other than another source of food?
Well, from what I learned of the vial, it's not blood he's drinking.
No.
What is it?
No.
It's her soul.
Weird.
Soul.
What would happen to an artifact like that if we put it in the Baron's dead zone? Would it starve? We could get Claudia out first.
Because it's a piece of a vampire's soul, it's not magic. So,
Like an enchantment.
Right, there's magic in it, but it's not... It wouldn't simply denature it because there's a soul in there.
I mean, he'd probably suddenly be very impotent. But he'd still be a vampire soul drinking another soul.
Mr. Tallow?
Yes.
I don't see why this can't be mutually beneficial.
Really?
If you're on a shelf, you'll get off eventually, but it'll take time. Or maybe my friends will destroy you, and then you'll be gone forever. But maybe if we carry you around, we can point you at things to eat.
Really? You have that in you? Such
Some pe-
bargaining from you?
Some people don't deserve peace.
Is that genuine sorrow I hear on you?
And anger.
Excuse me. I must taste.
And he does. You feel the fangs sink into the heel of your foot again, and your foot feels more and more numb. I was right.
But maybe we should go back to the vault. Ask for help, for a favor.
Maybe.
We're helping him.
I'd have to find the book first.
I don't think we'd have to find the book before we ask for help.
We already did
We
do
all-
a very favor. We located the book at least.
And he knows
They
what
want the
we know.
vial, though.
Aye. That's the problem.
Ori, you hear in your mind,
I have been in dead magic before.
Well,
It
Did
would
you
be-
like it?
It was quiet.
Peaceful?
Be a nice place to finish off my dinner.
Ori, can you ask him how many people he's eaten?
Oh, Tess, why do you want to know that?
I mean, I can. Can you hear my friends?
Of course I can.
Well, have you got an answer for her?
Would you like to know?
Let's say yes.
Well, out of politeness, I believe 279. Just myself, here, in this crystal.
279, he says. Ori's kind of looking at Reverie and Triumph, who are...
Reveries out of the room.
Ah, Triumph, who's a cop.
What? Do you have a plan?
No, not yet.
I don't have one. You're looking at me like I have a fucking clue.
Sorry, you were in front of me. Thank you for your help with the identification, though.
You're welcome.
I'm going to, from a little bit further away in the room, I'm going to cast message to Ori. Can they hear us? Can he hear us talking? He can reply quietly in my head.
Okay, in my head, I'll be like, I don't know.
So we gotta be,
He might speak
Pretty-
up, but he probably wouldn't.
we gotta be pretty particular on what we say. Out loud. And I'm going to do the same message to Melon, Tess. We don't know if he can hear us from in there. So if we're gonna plan anything, do
So
it
in-
in the vial.
In my head, not out loud this time, to say, Lord Tallow,
Yes, I am always here. I don't have
Of
anything
comfort.
else to do. At least not
So-
that you want me to.
no, it's fine. So is there only room for one meal in there with you at a time?
Are you offering me more? I can always make room.
I might be.
What did you have in mind?
Well, you've traveled with me for a while.
I have.
I get around.
It's true. I've
Meet a
heard
lot
many
of people.
voices, seen many faces.
Seen some dead ones, too.
Yes.
I'm just saying. If you might permit an indulgence with this one particular soul.
My first meal in centuries, and you wish?
I know it's a big ask. But, did you not say you had fun with me?
There is only so far entertainment will stretch, Ori. One must eat.
Alright,
Perhaps get to the point. Unless you did not have one. It's clear to me I have something you want. But do you have something that I want?
How does it work exactly, getting a soul in there to you?
Would you like me to spell it out for you?
Mm-hmm.
I reach out to their willpower. If they open the doors for me, or if I catch them slipping, their soul joins me here, where I keep them company. If they are on their guard, if they are particularly strong-willed, or if they are careful, all that happens is they grow a little tired, as the tugging at their souls seems to drain them a little.
What if they're unconscious, say?
It matters not. The willpower is a remarkable thing, and the soul often pays attention.
So there's no good way for me to facilitate this succeeding for you, is what you're saying.
There's magic, if you have access to it. The sort of things that can make someone susceptible to my efforts.
I?
Are you suggesting something nefarious, Ori? 'Cause I am all ears.
Not all ears. Got at least a few teeth, hmm?
That I do.
And Ori takes out her spellbook and starts looking at it.
Okay.
She's paging through. Claudia will pipe up after a lull and say, I have a deal for you, Mr. Tallow.
Everyone is all about offers today. I am a hot topic. Yes. What will you have for me, Claudia?
Already in my life, I've ripped out 100 throats. I'm sure to rip out more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why we can't share that bounty.
It is funny that you could not hear your friend Ori's offer, as they are remarkably similar. My question for you, Claudia, is you're already in here with me. And while you've ripped out throats, as a lycanthrope, that is gruesome and delightful. But
Isn't that just funny?
there is a problem. I cannot drink from a dead creature. If you could find a way to open up someone's guard for me, then we'd have a real thing to talk about. Can you do that?
I'm a fast learner.
This I'm sure. Claudia, roll me a history check.
A 10.
You gonna leave it there?
I don't have anything.
You want
I
something?
got you.
Sure. Yeah, I'll re-roll.
Unless, unless you have like 19 of them, I got 3.
I also have 3.
Okay, I'll use mine.
Worse. 8.
With a 10, as he says this to you, you remember at the Edevane's Manor, magic that was often used to reduce the resistances of someone, but you can't remember specifically what it was.
He'll pipe up. I was raised by vampires. I'm very familiar.
Were you?
Yes.
And yet you live and breathe, at least until, an hour ago.
They found me amusing.
I can see
Taught me
why.
tricks.
Okay.
I can learn more.
Go on. You were doing so well, Claudia. You had my attention. Is there nothing there behind it? Are these empty promises?
They're not empty.
The begging for one's life. They're not empty. What are they? What are you getting at?
I'll do what you want.
You're already doing what I want.
All I can offer is potential.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Got this.
You can have an advantage.
I'll take it, because that was a shit fucking roll.
Oh, it says dead next to your name in the roll chat.
Sure does. That's a 12. Flash of Genius? Do you have to know what I'm doing?
He has to
I
see
Yeah,
you.
Damn it.
no clue what you're doing
My
right
Yeah.
body's on the floor over there.
Yeah,
No.
that's not.
I point. Yeah, do that.
Just.
No, like
No.
this.
I'm afraid no. That with a 12, Micus, like he's tapping his chin. He seems unconvinced, and he says, "Potential is valuable, especially to one with as much time as I have. Potential is not so valuable for one as so limited in time as you."
Do you like the taste of their vampires?
That's not. Oh, you poor thing. They don't have souls.
It's rough.
It's rough, buddy.
A lot.
Or they might have a piece of dead fragment, but it does me no good. You see the problem?
If I helped you feed,
Hmm?
it would destroy who I am as a person.
Is that something that you're okay with? Because it would destroy who you are as a person.
I can't die like this.
Oh, yes, you can.
I won't die like this.
Darling, you will.
Ori shuts her book.
Roll me an
And-
Arcana, Ori. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I was going to ask you for that roll, and then Claudia made an offer to Micus that I had to answer.
18?
Yeah, there's spells that can make the vial more capable. Bane. Suggestion.
Well, Yeah, she's got suggestion. She's
Mind
got
Sliver.
bestow curse.
Mind Sliver, Bestow Curse. There's lots of spells that you can cast to
Yeah.
make someone susceptible to the vial, if that's something you want to do.
Ori.
Hmm.
Message.
He's just over there in the corner.
I put my little hands up too. Tell him there's a group of vampire hunters who've been preying on vampires, and I think they'd be easy targets for him to fucking eat, if that's what he wants. Whatever to get Claudia. Just don't tell Triumph. You can reply to this message.
I'm ahead of you, yes.
Fucking Artie.
And yeah, again, not out loud, in her mind, or he's like, I would definitely make it easier on you to get meals. Tomorrow, of course. Didn't have it prepared today.
Of course, tomorrow. Well, see, whilst you were away discussing your options behind your hands with your allies, Claudia here has made me an interesting offer, one that I am maybe considering. But first, I have a question for you.
Right?
The Scroll Keepers Guild.
Hmm.
Who are they to you? Who were they when they assigned you this task before you and I were acquainted?
A neutral party?
No
Good at-
loyalties, then?
No.
No promises you intend to keep, despite our talks? And I remind you, I've been listening for quite a while.
Certainly not going to hand you over right now.
And you see, perhaps another piece of leverage. Why would I relinquish Claudia if she, for the moment, is keeping me out of their hands? Again,
You don't want to be in their hands.
it doesn't really bother me. It's just a waste of time.
Hmm.
But it would be more unpleasant than not.
No, we don't want that.
Me neither.
So what about it? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Find you a vital, living person and work my magic on them.
Mm-hmm. I have an addendum.
Go ahead.
You work your magic on a target. You earn me something else to eat. Claudia here. Well, even if I were to relinquish her soul, it's not in perfect condition. You might not have as much time to bring her back to your world as you think you do. And I am still hungry, and I will not be holding my feeding just because you have a promise in the future. But I will say this. Find me another soul tomorrow or whenever. I'll relinquish what is left of Claudia's soul by that point, and then we will be replacing this odd, natural taste of her soul with something of my own in a partnership that she has offered me. Because with her help, I'd like to maybe find more.
More what?
Food.
That's what I'm offering. She's dead.
Right. If she is not dead forever, I'll be there.
So this deal of yours with her
Is making this deal with you possible.
depends on a deal with me
Mm-hmm.
so that I can resurrect her.
Yes. The two of you will work together to get me more food and resurrect her, and in return, I'll let her go, and then she'll never be quite rid of me.
Don't really like that deal, though.
Then I shall just consume her, and we'll move on.
So you're saying after I resurrect her, she would take the vial
Mm-hmm.
and carry you forth.
Yes.
And this is what she's agreed to.
Oh, it was out of her mouth. Again, if you don't believe her, you are welcome to come in and speak to her yourself.
Echo, in identifying this thing, do I know that I could do that and then leave again?
In identifying this thing, you know that the attuned user will not be harmed by this thing. So,
Okay.
yes, you can do that.
Okay, I do that then.
Okay, the rest of you see Ori suddenly slump onto the bed.
Ori! What the hell?
That's hilarious.
Am I alive? Do I have hit points?
You're unconscious,
Okay.
which they
Tess
just
is like
learned.
frantically performing a
Her heart's
She's
beating.
like breathing. Yeah, okay.
She's unconscious.
She's alive, guys.
what? What happened?
Ori,
Oh,
What did
here's what you see.
what the fuck? Do I see Claudia?
You do. She is suspended. Her left foot is missing. Her right pinky is missing. You see that there is a steady trail of blood dripping from her thigh into a glass this vampire is holding. And he looks over at you and he says, "Welcome. So kind of you to stop by." Claudia, you are facing the other way.
I heard her.
Yeah,
Claudia?
you suddenly hear footsteps behind you.
Ori?
Can I go around to her front?
You are free to move.
I ignore this dude and just go around to face Claudia.
He bows to you as you walk around him, hands still outstretched.
Claudia is weeping, but she looks angry.
You said you offered him a deal to carry him forth and get him food?
I did.
You
So
thought
did I.
I was lying? I wouldn't waste such time.
Alright, I wanted to make sure that's what you want.
I'm not gonna lose my life to a fucking vampire.
No, alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay? I'm so sorry.
Tell everyone I'm sorry.
We'll fix it, all right? I don't know how they're going to take this, but I've got your back.
As well as they can, I'm sure. I can help.
How so?
I can make them see whatever it is you need them to see. Or hear whatever it is they need to hear.
Thank you. I think I'll rely on my own charming personality.
It has done you so well so far.
All right, Claudia. And I will leave this place.
Ta-ta. You will yourself awake. Your senses
You wake
return
up
to your body.
Artie pumping
What
in
the
your chest.
fuck, Ori?
Yeah.
Ori, why would you
Staying
do
alive.
I
that?
got it. I got it.
I'm
I got
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
I
I
saved
didn't.
her. I saved her.
I-
I saved
I'm
her. She's good
fine.
now.
Oh my god, what
Bruised.
happened?
Told you.
Very bruised
CPR.
on the chest, but I'm okay. It's going to be all right. We need to work on finding. I can get him to release her soul. All right. We need to find someone who can resurrect her. Before.
Right.
Right.
Now.
That's our mission. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Triumph, who
Triumph
is
leads?
watching all this happen. Triumph says,
What the fuck?
the Temple of Marcella should have
Right,
a
we'll need
cleric.
money.
They're going to
Big
need
diamond.
money. 5,000 gold worth of diamond.
Oh,
I got shit to sell. Don't worry. What's the most exclusive pawn shop or magic shop I can sell some shit to?
I don't think you Triumph stops and he says, short of hitting a guild, 5,000 gold is a lot. I don't think any one store has that much just lying around.
I have a key to the astral domain.
Oh,
Triumph narrows his eyes and he says,
Not to make the money mysteriously appear.
okay.
Who can I go in debt to? Is this something we can ask a favor of? I'll fucking literally be somebody's servant if that's what it takes.
no.
Put Artie back in the
If
sweatshop.
you're willing... Triumph hesitates.
I'll be indebted to whoever. Doesn't matter.
Is this the kind of city where you can sell your blood?
Yes, that is what I was going to say. If you are willing
Let's do it.
oh.
to be a feed for a fledgling, you can get a tidy sum for that.
Done.
Okay, it's...
Done.
Wait. If a fledgling cannot control itself, you will die.
Fair enough.
Triumph looks at each of you, and then he just blinks and says,
I'm out.
I understand this woman is important to you all.
Wait. If we got Claudia back this way, she would be really mad at us.
Fuck it.
Which-
She'll be back.
She's
I
dead
don't
on
think
the
she
floor.
would
She
be.
lost her fucking vote.
I think she's fine with it, Tess.
But what if one of the other ones of us dies and she comes back and was a
Okay.
vampire that killed us? You think she's gonna be okay with that?
There's...
Ugh.
We can sign a
Let's sell
turning
items first
contract.
and blood second.
You can sign a turning contract where if a fledgling kills you, you can be brought back as a vampire. If you're all right with that. It is a curse.
She
I
would
need
hate
you all
that.
to understand that.
Is there an extra bonus pay if that happens?
You're a vampire and
immortal
still
life.
alive.
No, I get that, but
We would hate that.
I
Let's
get,
do items
a
first. Items
severance
first, Roddy.
package?
No.
Ow.
You become responsibility of the Achatari family for having perished in Malachor.
What?
Items first. Okay?
I think that is the wise decision.
What? You
Oh,
think
come on,
Items
there's
Mr.
got to be
Ad-
like an upscale market where you can sell
you
your
don't
blood
think
to
Mr.
connoisseurs.
Agitori wants the key to the astral domain?
We got an Azamar. She has to taste amazing.
I'm sure I do.
Again, the offering. Oh, so Triumph holds his hands up and he says, "You can trade your blood for nobility in gold here, but it's not a short-term thing."
I'm already noble. It's not that great.
Okay.
I think items first. Let's see how much we can get.
The point is
Okay.
that gold, that's the reward, but it takes time.
I see.
And we don't have time.
No, which is why
No,
I'm
we
not
don't.
offering that.
Echo, out of character. What's the name of that bank?
The Bankers Guild?
The one that goes everywhere.
Wells Fargo.
Yeah, that's the
In a wagon.
the Auric Vault.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, is Velen gonna tap into her trust fund?
She doesn't have a trust fund.
That would be very convenient, though.
It would be very
He's
convenient.
so cute. I know a guy.
I could try and steal my brother's money.
Do it.
That seems like a word. How long would that take, though?
I mean, he has an account at the org.
That, if you pull it off, will take 10 minutes. If you fail, you go to jail.
That's the problem.
What if you just asked him for the money?
I could try. I mean, I would need Tess to ask him because I can't
Very
do
good.
that.
Leaning in the door,
Just
Reverie
asking.
says, "I don't often count on family, but if you have that sort of connection, lean on it."
I mean, he hates me, but
You mean you need me to be you to ask him?
oh no, you can say you're from me.
We have the stone.
Then maybe
It-
stealing it is the right one. And Triumph looks at her and says, "You're the sheriff."
Best cop.
I mean, I'd
Well,
give
okay,
it.
but will you arrest us?
No,
Tell him he has to pay you or you'll come home.
I'm the
Velen.
sheriff for the vampires. I don't give a shit about the legal fees of the actual guilds. That's not my problem. That's the town guard's problem.
I can go to the Auric Vault. I can try to make a draw on his account. It won't work, but he might respond, and I might be able to wheedle some money out of him. It might technically be blackmail.
We have the
Because he did
stone.
try to kill me once.
You can speak to him for 10 minutes if you like.
Okay. This is going to be terrible. Do we have the thing?
Stone? Yeah,
Mm.
I have
Send
it.
it to him? Oh my god. All right.
Would you
I don't.
prefer me to do it, or do you want to do it?
Well, if
You should do
you know, I should talk to my own stupid brother if we have the sending stone.
We have the sending stone. We can try to sell things first, though.
No, I will try because if it doesn't work, then we'll have to sell things anyway.
Okay.
She's right. You don't need to sell things if you can just blackmail the money out of a relative, I guess.
Well, he's gonna hate this, but
I'm in favor. I didn't mean for that to sound like I was trotting on you.
Why is it only technically blackmail?
what do you mean?
You said it was technically blackmail.
I mean, it might not even technically be blackmail. He knows what I know.
Over the table, you're
Why I
such a
left.
lawyer.
It's
I
fine.
know, right?
And I left for him, and he knows that. So maybe. Look, I have to try. I can't.
Wait. We have
I can't
something else.
think of-
Wait. She looks at Cal. We have something
No.
else that's really valuable.
We do?
It would definitely be worth a resurrection.
More than that, but this is the whole reason you came here.
The whole
It-
reason I came here was for my family. Claudia's my family too.
But if we do this, we won't have leverage for...
Give me the sending stone.
Guys, I literally have a key to an astral domain. I
Tess, would
think
you
I'll get a pretty penny for that.
Like, we could see how much money we get.
Yeah.
Roll me an Arcana check, Artie, to appraise this item that takes you to a specific place in the astral plane once a week to a person.
20.
Maybe if you're lucky and you talk it up, 700 gold.
Okay. I have so many things.
Tess hands a sending stone over.
Okay. Velen, you have a sending stone. You can have a 10-minute conversation with anyone that you know.
Do they have a choice?
No.
Okay.
Hello, answer me.
So let me pull up my thing real quick. It's been a while since I read this thing that I wrote about myself, but I'm pretty sure. Yes, that was why she left. Okay. Velen is like, and then she's gonna use the sending stone to call her brother, Lord Arite.
Roll me a D100.
Okay. I mean, I said okay,
Okay.
but it's not. Hang on a second. I'm typing it. All right.
Damn you, technology.
There. Yes. I'm hitting enter and nothing is happening. As soon as I can tell it.
What is your persuasion modifier? Oh wait, sorry. Why am I
It's
asking that?
I'm going to roll a d100.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why Foundry's being weird, but let me just I'm going to reset refresh.
Okay. Take your time.
Well, now it says that there are 4 D100s, and it's still not hitting enter.
Hit roll?
Yeah, I've tried that too.
Slash, just, okay.
I typed R/R and then 1D100, and that didn't work. All right.
Refresh your Foundry?
Yeah, that's no good. Sorry, y'all.
You're good. I'm going through my inventory, seeing what I can sell.
And now my screen is going insane. Yay.
Do you want me to roll one for you?
She's got a really nice bow. I bet that's worth money.
Buy those
It
gardens.
is.
Alright, sell everything I can sell.
Wow.
I got a lot of shit. Oh, Dilo's garden.
I do think that that's happening.
That's not
Knowing how motivated Claudia is, I think Ori goes through Claudia's stuff looking for money.
You'd find it.
Yeah, find it.
Oh,
There's a shitload of money on her. She never
All right.
spends it.
well, Claudia's loaded.
That's almost a fifth of the total price.
I've been paying for her fucking meals. What? You not know she has this?
It's not the time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. It's good that she's been hoarding this shit.
Claudia's
but-
just prostrate in the vial like, fuck you, Artie.
Ori is counting. It's like 790-ish gold. It's good. She'd want to spend it for this, I promise. She's frozen.
We could always
For
do
sure.
Dilo's garden.
She's-
but
Maybe you
restarting her
should
computer, I
roll
think.
for her, Echo.
I'm about to if she doesn't, when she comes back.
Don't sell my bow.
I think Gideon would be okay.
He would say sell it, but
Claudia.
I'm saying don't
And
sell.
my bow.
Yes, he would definitely tell you to sell that thing.
Hellfrog is saying, "Don't fucking sell it." Hey,
Yes.
look,
God,
I'm
touched
ready.
item?
My all-purpose tool is my heart and my soul.
It's
I'll
like the
sell it.
coolest thing I've ever possessed in a game like this.
It is. It is super cool.
Don't worry, there's more cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
Claudia also has ambrosia bread.
Ori has a Dreadthirst vial.
It's an
That's not
artifact.
going anywhere.
I swear to God, if that fucking artifact is enough to buy out the goddamn.
Wait, so
Seven
for a
Trials.
week is my spell DC raised by 1?
So
Thanks,
long as
Claudia!
so long as you have it attuned.
Yeah, because even though I'm not a sorcerer,
My soul is here to
because
support
of your
you.
soul.
It
Gives
does
you
not
some more
specify.
souls.
It doesn't matter if you're a
Oh.
sorcerer or not.
Bloodwell Vial doesn't give a fuck.
So do I actually get +2? Because the vial gives a +1
Yep.
anyway?
Yeah. You juice.
Hey,
Let's go take
got
out some vampire
you.
hunters. Let's get a couple more people in there. Let's
Actually,
make
damn.
Ori a god.
When
I mean,
will art
listen.
thou return from war?
Ori and Claudia are just gonna go on a terrible rampage.
Spilling blood left and right, women and children first.
You know.
Don't worry. If Claudia has it, she'll be able to cast Animal Friendship really well.
Yeah.
So, are you back?
I am trying to be back.
Yay.
Oh, you're back.
So I'm gonna roll the die for you if you can't roll.
I'm sorry. You sort of became Starscream there for a second. Could you say it again?
I'm going to roll the D100 for you if you can't roll it.
We roll for you.
Technology's amazing, guys.
I've seen you connect and disconnect from the foundry like 3 times.
She's frozen now. She's
Yes,
leaving.
she
Yeah,
is.
she's super frozen.
It's just amping up the tension. In a way that's making me a little nauseous, but that's okay.
Oh no.
I feel like I have at least 2,500 gold worth of shit right there on that list.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
My tablet was going completely insane, so I picked up my phone
Nope.
and I'm recording the tablet.
Okay. Are you here and can you hear us?
I can hear you.
I'm going to roll the D100 for you.
Great.
That's a 49.
Nice. Wait,
Oh.
never mind.
Yeah. You're 20
Never mind.
off, Ben.
Okay. What do you say as you send to your brother?
Hi, so this is Felon. I'm not dead. I'm having kind of an emergency. Are you busy doing important Lord things right now?
You hear... Velen? No, I was just having a drink.
Oh.
Where are you? Are you here?
No, I'm in Malachor. Like I said, I'm having kind of an emergency.
Okay.
A friend of mine has come down with a temporary but very serious case of death.
Oh. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Nope.
So what do you want from me?
I need a loan.
Wait. You're reaching out to me for money?
Yeah. I'm good for it. I'll pay you back.
Is this the first... excuse me.
Yeah, it's been years, I know. But, like, she's dead. And neither of us are.
Okay. You're right. Where the fuck have you been?
Look, I know it's been years, and I know that when I left, things were pretty weird. And I know that I kind of fucked up your life a bunch. But
A
look,
little.
I'm out of your hair now. And I plan to stay that way. I'm not trying to make a mess of things again. I just don't have the cash flow to get a really big diamond right now, and my friend is going to be consumed by like a piece of an ancient vampire or something, and I really don't have the cash.
Wait. Where the fuck are you again?
Malachor.
Okay. Okay.
Look, if you can just authorize a draw at the bank, I will pay you back.
So, your friend... Alright. Roll me a persuasion check.
You got this,
If
Velen.
you mean to pay him back, and if you don't, roll a
I do.
deception check. Okay.
I do not
That's valid.
think that she is lying in this moment. I wouldn't put it past her, but I don't think that's what she's doing.
You got enhance ability?
You did
I'm
not
not.
cast it before making the call.
No, okay. Foundry is saying I'm not connected, which I am, but
Maybe
can
you
someone
should
roll
not-
me a d20?
You are not connected, but I will roll it for you. A d20
Roll
plus
good,
8.
Echo. Really? Someone give her that reroll.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you have
yeah.
inspirations now?
I don't-
If not,
I don't
take
have-
mine.
Can I roll?
I have one
because
inspiration, I
Echo
can use
rolls
it for this.
terribly. Can I roll for her?
Yeah, you can roll. Go
Great,
ahead.
thanks.
Roll a d20
It's a-
plus 8.
Plus 8.
Nat 20, let's go.
Oh
You rolled the
my
same thing as
You
well.
rolled the same thing.
Yeah.
Can I
Jesus
flash a
Christ.
genius?
Yeah, you
It
can.
says on that ability check.
Okay.
I flash a genius. Tell me you promise.
I'm sorry, what did you roll?
She rolled a 10.
I rolled
You
the
get it.
same thing. I rolled a 2 as well, so another
Plus
10. So
5.
Flash of Genius is a 15.
15?
15. You could choose to push.
Threaten to
Oh,
come
that-
home.
remind me
Ruin his
what that
life again.
does.
Oh,
I've forgotten. It's
push.
been a while since we talked about it. This is a pretty
Pushing.
big thing for Velen.
Pushing is you roll again. If you fail,
If
the
you fail,
consequences
the
are dire.
consequences are worse.
Oh,
Do
No,
it,
yes, let's do that.
Would she still be at advantage, though, because she used inspiration?
Yeah.
and Pen
Someone
can
else
roll
rolled
it.
because I failed. Somebody else do it. I'm scared.
Can
Okay.
you do it now? No, if not, okay.
You
No,
got
she
a
can't
test?
do it.
No, I'm. Wait, it just let me in. Let me see if I can roll.
Yeah.
If she
Let's
can, let her.
Velen
It's
do
important.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta let Velen do this.
Oh, that's so much better.
So good.
With
Does
advantage.
she still get the Flash of Genius on
With,
that?
with
Or
advantage.
is that only for the...
Oh, I was rolling with advantage, so I'll roll again.
I mean, that's pretty good, though.
Natural 20.
Yes!
There it is! Oh,
I
Velen!
scared my cat.
Oh
I
my
would
god,
not
I
have
love you so
believed that
much.
if it didn't just happen.
With a,
What the fuck?
with a flash of genius making the total a 33.
I
Give me
love
that
you, Velen.
money.
Your brother says, "Oh, fucking hell.
Thanks, bro.
How much do you need?"
A lot.
6.
Well,
10,000.
a lot. The diamond is 5,000, but as much as you can give me of that,
Hold on.
and I will pay you back. I'm
Hold-
working,
hold on.
so it shouldn't be that hard. It just
Just shut the fuck up for a second. I have to check my...
okay.
Gotta check his banking statement. He's gonna open his Wells Fargo app.
I'm rolling to see how much loose cash he has.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Thank you, noble
I mean,
Asimov.
he's a lord.
The Lord, you say.
He
Is
says,
he single?
"Okay,
Well, he was when I left.
Right now, things are really tight with the Valtosh, so, the most I can spare without it being a problem is 3,500.
That's perfect. We'll find the rest somewhere else. I will get this back to you.
You better.
And I don't know if you want me to come home and see you, but I will if you want.
At the moment, Velen,
I got it.
I'm not thinking super straight. I'm
Yeah.
seeing this 3,500 as buy in silence for a while.
I get it.
I don't know how to... Do you just stop? What is this?
Good night.
Good night.
Dude. I might actually live.
All because I got scared.
Oh.
That did happen, yes.
Yeah.
It was a comedy of errors that brought us to this point.
Sounds good.
Okay. After the call, after you put the sending stone away, Triumph looks at you.
Yeah. Stone back.
Well, that
I can
sounded...
borrow 3,500.
Okay, that's suddenly reasonable, at least. Or close. We're gonna need to hit a magic shop and sell a few things, but Rockhorse Jewelers will have a diamond if we can hit that price mark.
All right.
Do you know, is it just the diamond they need? Do they need money on top of that for casting of the spell?
It's the Temple of Marcella. They'll probably appreciate money.
Okay. Okay.
No time like the present.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Quickly, quickly.
Me in the bag.
He
Real
is
quick.
hungry.
Echo.
Yeah.
So we don't have to go to stores and everything and play this out. The first things I'm willing to sell to see if we can get up to it. I know it's gonna hurt everybody's soul, but the hill giant parts, 2 of them, and the adrenal gland.
Each heart you can sell for 100 gold.
Nice.
Okay.
The adrenal gland you can sell for 75.
So it's 275. Okay. What about it's a pristine wolf pelt that was tanned.
Yeah. You could sell that for 60.
Okay. The moon dagger kind of hurts, but I feel like that'd be really good at a vampire town.
I have that in Gideon's inventory, by the way.
Oh
Do you
no,
wanna
I
give
took
it to
that back
Gideon?
before we left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have 2 diamonds that are worth 50 gold, so that's 100 right there. And I've
Okay,
got
I'm
50
keeping-
gold of powdered silver, so that's 150.
Okay, I'm tallying that. We're at 485.
If you're selling the moon dagger, you can sell it for 250.
Is that it?
Okay.
Let's keep that in
Is that-
reserve.
We're at 735. That's enough.
Yeah,
That's
because
enough?
with Claudia's money, yeah.
Mhm.
With Claudia's money and the 3,500. Yep. Let me go remove all that shit from my inventory. Sorry, no hill giant's belt.
Beggars
take
can't
life.
be
Alive
choosers.
does seem
And
alive
Claudia
does
is
seem better.
literally begging for the chance to live.
Yeah.
Okay. Direwolf pelt pristine. Goodbye. I got a bowl of Colden.
Just like 5 silver.
Yeah, it's not worth
You
a
have
lot.
2 bowls
I
of
know, I'm
Colding
just kidding.
Oh,
because
Thou, are
Claudia
you there?
gave you hers.
I do have 2
I'm here.
bowls of Colden.
Sal, you also have another 100 gold because I did the math for taking out it. Basically, if both Tess and Claudia gave 100 for the Banasite that we got, and we took 50 from Ori, then you still have about 100 left.
Okay.
We're covered now. I sold everything I could. We got it all. All of that combined, 735. We only needed 706 remaining. So we're gonna have about 25.
Okay,
25.
Also,
so
maybe Tess can haggle, or maybe Velen can haggle down a little
Yeah.
bit, even.
Do you want to haggle with the temple that's casting resurrection?
No, not the temple.
I think
she
The
meant
diamond,
the
the
diamond.
diamond cutter.
Oh, gotcha.
so haggling the price of diamonds, not really. You might be able
That's
to
fair.
haggle the value of the things you're selling for a little more, but diamonds, they're
Takes
controlled
time.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
fair. Diamonds are just diamonds. That's fair.
I say Ori
Like-
is like doesn't have anything to contribute at this because she's broke now, but she is like hurrying.
So is
She's like,
Claudia.
okay, let's go.
okay.
Great.
We'll say, for the sake of time, if you try to haggle up the value of your sold items, you can roll me a persuasion.
I'm assuming that's
Who's rolling it?
Do you
Velen.
Is
want
that
to?
me?
Do you want to delegate that to Velen? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Miss Natural 20 over here.
Direwolf.
Well,
Gold, Moon Dagger
they're
gone.
not all going to be natural 20s.
Yeah, but you
They
rolled
might
3
be.
in a row once. You remember that?
Hill Giant gone.
That was
That
still
was
pretty good.
crazy.
20.
With a 20, you basically sell everything for, you get about 200 gold more.
Nice.
Can I have some of that money so I don't have just 5
Yeah.
silver in my inventory?
I have nothing.
We might
So-
need
Anyway,
that for.
same.
We might need.
Yeah.
some of
Oh
that
yeah.
to
Keep
go
the
for-
200 for the pay the priest to
Yeah,
actually
let's
bring me
just-
back.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll
Oh,
take
dude.
money from all the people we kill.
As all this is happening, Cal is like following you all, and he's like rolling the Phantom Cube between his hands, and he looks just like miserable as all of this is happening. And he keeps like wanting to open his mouth to say something and trying to pass like the Phantom Cube to somebody. But after like you have gotten to the store and sold everything, he just puts it away and continues to quietly follow you all. Meanwhile, in the vial, Claudia. Ori's not here.
Not my emotional support, Ori.
Micus has been watching, because right now the vial is hanging around Ori's neck. Micus has been watching all of this happen, and he turns to you and he says, "Well, it seems as though your little bargain might work out in favor for both of us."
The wild hearts know how to keep a promise.
As do I. If you'll recall, before I release you, I do happen to have a little work to finish. Those natural bits, the little taste of Dailo, that is mine.
He's going to eat your ranger level.
You mean the parts that Gideon taught me?
Yes. Where shall I start?
What do you
Or
mean?
would you like me to pick?
Start.
He doesn't listen to you as he lowers you down, and his smile goes menacingly feral. And he begins to take bites out of you, Claudia. And it hurts. The pain is screeching, and Ori, you swear as you're running about and hurrying through the town. You can hear the ghostly echoes of screams in the distance. And that is where we will stop tonight's session.
But
we have so much time.
we have time, and we could bring her back. And
Yeah, Echo. What the fuck?
We will finish that at the beginning of next session.
But that's 2 weeks from now. Can I roll
You
persuasion?
you really want me to rush this?
No.
Either we're going to do it next session, or it's going to be a shoddy job of it right now.
Okay.
But next session, Claudia, perhaps you will become an undead warlock.
Oh.
That's gonna be weird.
Oh.
He ate my ranger levels.
He did.
No more animal friendship for you.
No.
I have a question, just like a logistics question.
Sure.
Her soul is in the vial.
Yeah.
Jamino can't find it.
No.
Could Tysus find it?
Hmm.
Because that's okay.
You can't ask me over the table that. That's something you'd have to explore in character.
I was gonna okay, good. So I was gonna have Tess go ask that question in character.
Okay. Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure that was not something that I was misinterpreting.
Nah, the answer to your question is maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I do know, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, but you're not gonna tell me.
Anyway.
Damn,
I
Ben,
gotcha.
you even got the prerequisite.
I
to be
I
a
just
warlock?
barely have the charisma for it. I have a 13 in my charisma, so I'm gonna be the shittiest warlock.
Oh, that'll change.
Nice.
Okay.
And nothing is free.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure she's gonna come out way more fucked up than she went in, and she was already pretty fucked up.
Yep.
So, as we come to the end of the session, that was a harrowing experience, and I felt really bad just mutilating you, and I'm sorry.
Oh no, it was fun. It's not the first time you just absolutely just ripped me in two.
Sorry for the extra 5,000 gold, everybody. I got scared.
You didn't know?
I did not.
I didn't know. I didn't know that either.
It's now we know.
If I had just fucking kept Tess there, I knew that Tess would have known that.
You know, coulda, shoulda, woulda. There was a series of unfortunate events that led up to
Like
this
I almost
circumstance.
was like, I will inspire this, and I was like, no.
Well, as we come to the end of the
That
session,
was the perfect thing for Velen to push, because something going horribly wrong with that would have been entirely on brand.
I mean,
true.
I'm sure there's still repercussions.
It was what a cool
There will be,
Velen
but
was,
it-
though. Holy shit.
Velen
What's
pulled
that?
out her platinum Arete bank card and was like, "I got this, guys, but my daddy's gonna be pissed." Well, never
Brother.
mind. My brother's gonna
Yeah,
be
her
pissed.
daddy is dead.
Oops.
Ben.
That's why her brother is Lord Arite.
Instead of
This
what?
is not
Daddy
about-
Arte?
this is gonna not be super
Daddy
into
Arate.
Anyway,
No, that's definitely gonna have repercussions. It's just probably not gonna be bounty hunter repercussions.
You're so close, Echo.
I
We almost got
mean,
it wrapped.
he's gonna sober.
He's gonna sober up and he's gonna be mad, but
Well, we'll see. One problem at a time.
So, now we're at the end of the session, so we're gonna go ahead and do the players' vote for RP. A lot of stuff happened this session. All right, who's gonna vote for who? We're gonna start at the top. I don't have any more preamble or decoration. Dooch, who do you vote for?
Oh my god, somebody said something in the beginning of the episode, and I was like, that's got my player vote, but I forgot what it is. So
Figure it
I'm
out,
going
Dan.
to give it to. No, I don't write.
Oh.
I'm going to give
never
it
learned.
to. Nah, never did. Never will. I'm going to give it to Frog for stepping up and making the decision to attune to that fucking thing. That's a ballsy call. Especially
Scary.
it's not a. Yeah, you did good doing negotiating with him. You didn't give him too much. You didn't come off desperate. You had playful banter to where you didn't seem as in dire straits as we actually were. You did really good with the negotiations.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Hellfrog.
Ooh. I really liked Claudia in the vial with the scary vampire still trying to protect people and taking some agency for herself, which I think is good because this is like her worst nightmare.
It's up there.
But I have to vote for Velen for pulling out the fucking swallow the pride and call your brother that tried to kill you and ask for money. Like that's horrifying to think about doing.
Okay.
Thank you.
And it made me very curious. Is why I'm voting for her, because I don't know. She just has mentioned that he tried to kill her, but then
Yeah, what's the fuck's
and
going
then
on
she's
there?
like, "I know I almost ruined your life or something." I was like, "What'd you do, Velen? Why is he mad?"
There is a cause and effect there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Pen.
I just want to give a general blanket statement that it was so touching to see what everyone was willing to go through and like what they were willing to put on the line to keep my fucking character alive. Thanks. That was really sweet. I cry every time, emotionally. I'm sure I'll cry later. But there was one quote that just made me die, and that was when Velen said, "She's dead on the floor. She lost her fucking vote." That was just so beautiful. About
So-
whether or not
To
like
use her money.
they would, yeah, or like that. Tess pointed out that it'd be risky to like donate blood to vampires, and like Claudia wouldn't
Oh,
want
that's
that, and then fuck that. We're making a decision. Claudia doesn't get a choice. This is our autonomy.
It wasn't. Well, it wasn't even that. It was just like if one of us died from this,
Oh yeah.
and like then
No,
two of us
and
were dead.
Tess
Like
was right
holy
that
shit.
Velen was.
Tess
Yeah.
wasn't right. That's what Ori said. She saw Claudia. She's like, no, she would be. She doesn't want to go out that way, you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
only Ori knows that. So that's interesting.
Tess. M.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. Like I want to have a caveat here that like I obviously always want to give it to everyone, but this session I really want to give it to all four of you at once. All four of you had just some of the most amazing RP I've seen, like truly, in the 38 sessions that we've been playing together, for different reasons. Like Claudia like the kind of co-bargaining between Claudia and Ori, like for different reasons, like the banter, like Dooch was saying. Dooch, I had you written down early because you were making me laugh so much in this like terrifying
And we
situation.
needed it.
Like I think like even that, like the fact that you didn't know out of character makes it even better, but like the fact
Oh,
like
man.
it is so clear that Artie was so panicked. Like it was such clear, obvious panic the whole time. Like and like it was so great to watch.
Yeah, dude, there's some reanimator shit happening.
Seriously. And
The
then
best
Velen with
balls.
her brother, Jesus Christ! Like that's like the first time I think we've only gotten little like crumbs of it this whole time. I don't know, man.
M, I need you to pick one.
I choose Velen, but under protest.
Okay. Which brings us to Sal.
I also share the desire to vote for everyone, but I think for this one I'm gonna vote for Claudia for standing up for herself and for claiming her life even under these horrendous circumstances and having to compromise everything, but acknowledging that what she is a survivor, and that she is going to, and fuck that dude.
Fuck 'em.
Her new patron. Hooray.
Shit.
I know. And
Did I just tell
we're
my
all-
boss
and
to go
just-
fuck himself? Shit.
You can tell him that.
Yeah, you can tell him that all you want.
Yeah, you'll pay for it later.
We can
Well,
figure out how to
Any boss.
destroy this. The campaign is now about destroying this blood vial.
well, maybe we'll get there. Okay, so the vote with 3 to Velen. Velen, you've heard the RP vote for this session. Well done. Hellfrog. I hope this was a satisfying
Is satisfying the right word?
Yeah.
step
No, this is great. Yeah.
in your character's job.
Sure.
Chore, Aaron.
I mean, it was friggin'
I mean, I-
horrifying is what it was.
Sat down to make this character. She wasn't like.
I guess it's
picturing
going to
this at
be
all.
Claudia's burden now.
It would-
Oh,
it
or
would've-
she'll share.
I mean, theoretically, it could have happened to any of us.
It
because
could've.
of that role. I mean, like theoretically, we could have also someone could have succeeded the charisma save, but like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, literally.
We
anyone else
have been.
Probably would have done better.
We've been making charisma saves. This could have
Oh,
happened at
shit,
like
we
any
have.
time.
I forgot we had.
Mhm.
That's true.
It was just me.
I wondered
like shit.
if this was connected to my depressive episode.
I was wondering about that too.
The Shadowfell.
The
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah, because it was talked about just being tired, but that's not the same as the Shadowfell.
And
so I don't
I'm
know.
really wondering if like
There's
this
a lot of
guy
weird shit going on,
ate Tess's
guys.
dad. I feel like this guy ate Tess's dad.
Who knows?
Wouldn't that be?
Well, he ate,
Well, he said it had been a long time.
Full circle.
and
He said it's been
he's only
centuries.
eaten 279 people since he was put in that thing.
Mhm.
He said it's been centuries since a meal.
Yeah, he said it had been a long time. But I mean, that's
Did
what
he
he
say it
said.
had been centuries
I mean,
since he ate?
Yes.
That's what he said to them. Tess doesn't know that. Tess only
Oh,
knows
okay.
that her dad disappeared and
Couldn't
they
be
were
read.
eaten by the soul.
Yeah.
So
I am so pleased that this has created so much tension.
Angst.
And
Drama in
Micus
the
is
Because
so
it's a
entertained.
horrifying dude.
I'm
I
glad.
really also appreciate that he's a Tallow. Fuck.
I hate him. Oh my god.
I hate him
Very
much.
hateable.
Echo, well done. He
I-
is the fucking worst.
I think I hate him. I think I hate him more than I hated Raynor. And that's
Yeah. Oh, for
hard.
sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Raynor
So
was
he's-
killable.
Raynor wasn't like, I mean, Raynor was off the deep end, but he wasn't a fucking
This guy is the
vampire
worst.
sadist.
I can do worse.
I think it's so poetically
I'm
beautiful
daring
that
you. I'm
Claudia
daring you.
ran away from the vampires who raised her, only to fall back under the thumb of a sadistic vampire.
Okay,
It's kind
on
of
the
like
other
fate.
hand, like this is very dark and everything, but like I'm real interested in what's gonna happen after the Edivanes finally find you, and like you get to fucking
I'm like
murder
all
them
fucked up now.
with vampire magic.
One thing at a time.
Maybe.
Let's get her back first.
Yeah.
She's dead on the floor.
So
She doesn't
Like
get a
that?
vote.
you
Is
have
satisfying?
she's dead in a bag. We will sort out what happens next session. I had a lot of fun running this with you all, even though I was a terrible monster of a person.
In a good
But
way.
The monster of a DM is not the same thing as a monster of a person.
I was playing a monster of a person. I felt really terrible doing it.
That was great.
Thank you all for playing with me. And to those of you who are watching, hi Pen.
Sorry you had
We
to go
love
through
you.
this.
Yeah. We love you.
Hey,
and
Emily
we'll
is
see
sadly
you
doing
next
her
time.
recap.
Good night.
Good night.